Oh.
Just the waiting.
The anticipation.
Yeah.
I know. We got Samantha with that last week as well. Well, first off,
Yes.
salud.
Oh, yes.
Dude, I've been practicing my Spanish.
Yeah.
So I feel like everyone needs to,
Is that Spanish?
yeah. Salud?
Oh, okay.
Sí.
I don't think so. Fact
That's
check it.
definitely Spanish, no?
Pretty sure it's Italian.
No? Italian? I'm almost positive that's Spanish.
Ooh.
We might have to start this bitch over if I'm wrong.
Italian?
Right there, see? At the very top. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Bitches. Yeah, that was for health.
Yeah,
we were
for
cheering.
sure.
Yes, she's fit. I'm somewhat fit. We were cheering for health.
As the fitness food.
Yes, look, we got a meat plate, Skittles, and wine.
Boom.
It can't get any better than that.
And the succulent.
And the second one. But yes, as I was saying before I was interrupted by these uncultured swines. I've been practicing my Spanish because, well, I mean, at work it benefits me, but also I just enjoy speaking Spanish. And I feel like everyone just needs to text me in Spanish now. If you don't speak Spanish, then I don't think I can have you in my text messages no more.
Oh, I can't be in your text messages.
Yeah.
I mean, I know like cerveza, el baño,
Okay.
pequito,
Okay.
gallete.
Cállate. Okay.
Yeah. And, puto.
Bendejo.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, yeah. See,
You know, the
that's plenty of
main
Spanish.
words that I need.
Oh, that's plenty of Spanish. Yeah. You wouldn't die.
Yeah. Burrito, nachos,
I don't think that's Spanish.
taco. Ooh, yeah.
I don't know. Taco maybe.
Empanadas.
Yo, sí.
Carnitas, guacamole, all of it, all the food. I got it.
How was your day?
It was great, you know. Hit a little deadlifts. I did back squat last time, which was like an epic fail this week because I didn't hit what I got last time. But
What do you got? Wait, so what you posted today is not what you hit last time.
No, the back squat I did not hit.
So the 275 that you did today is less than what you did prior?
Yeah, I did 275 for 5.
Dustin,
last
you
time.
hear that? Step your shit up.
I'm coming for you, bitch.
Oh, you already passed him. I was making fun of him today at work.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure, I don't think I could do 275 for 5 right now either, though.
Yeah, it was, I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. I was just like, I got under the bar and I was like,
Nope.
damn, this shit is heavy.
Oh, that's the worst.
And I did the 4 and like, I mean, you can hear Rob in the video. Actually, I muted the video. Rob's like, get the fuck up. You know, like, come on. And I'm just like, no. Yeah.
No.
Like low key, like the whole like TikTok, like, oh no. Oh no, no, no. And I just like, I felt it shift forward and I was like, oh God.
Wasn't happening.
Going down.
Wasn't happening.
Yeah, it was a crash and burn. So,
but 265
on
for
deadlift.
10.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot.
It was it was good. And it was really easy. I probably could have gone for another 10 pounds, but I was like, ooh, another 10 deadlifts.
True.
Thank you.
True that. After doing that 10 and then being like, okay, I can do more. Yeah, nah,
That's
I'm good.
like the worst.
I'm
It's
good.
like when I'm like, oh yeah, like I'll go for this as a PR and then you hit it and you're like, man, I have a little bit more in the tank. And I'm like, do I go for
but
the
you don't.
next? No.
That's when
No,
you hurt
I don't.
yourself. When you do that extra one, you're
Yeah.
like, all right, let's go for one more.
Yeah, I stopped being extra with it. I'm
Yep.
like, ugh, no, I don't
Yeah,
need
because
to.
at the end of the day, does it really matter?
No.
I mean, you still did 265 for 10. I don't think anybody's really fucking with you.
Yeah, and that's the goal,
I mean,
right?
that's
It's
like 350 for one.
Yeah, the goal is to not get snatched up. You know, it's
I
like
don't think you have that problem.
yeah, and that's the goal that I've worked towards.
I'm
It's
pretty
like,
yeah.
You see me on the street, I'm walking. Obviously, I'm not in just like workout clothes. I'm in like a nice outfit. Don't even purse the lips to whistle.
Oh,
'Cause
not yeah.
No.
Not a smart move.
yeah.
You're like one of the few females I know that could take a walk at 4 a.m.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still like slightly terrified, so I definitely bring my dogs. But you know, just in case, it's like if I don't kill you, they might. So just kidding.
That is true because you have what, 2 big pit bulls.
Yeah, well, I mean, you say big, but I guess it's not big for me because they're like They're mine.
I mean, they're pretty big. They're like
Yeah.
90 pounds.
Yeah, 95 and 65, which
Okay, so one small one.
Yeah, Roxy's not supposed to be 65, but girl's got some loving on her, so.
She's a little thick.
I know. Well, every time we go into the vet and they're like, oh, she's really loved. And I'm like, yeah, back the fuck off. Okay. She likes her treats.
I get it.
Yeah. They're like, you could walk her more. And I'm like, okay, all right. She doesn't want to walk, Like, she's
done.
A princess. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 15 minutes tops.
There's no, like, cold weather. There's no rain. If it starts to just, like, drizzle a little bit, she gives me the let's go home look. And I'm like, yeah, I feel you, girl. I feel you. But you get a tennis ball in front of her, and she's, like, OCD with it. Like, she won't stop. She actually tore her ACL with a tennis ball. Yeah. I didn't know dogs could tear their ACLs.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I thought Arya tore it. Like, maybe, like, 6 months ago. She was running, and she hit that quick turn, and she just stopped and just started squealing. And I was like, oh, no. And she wouldn't put any weight on the paw. And I was like, fuck me. That's $6,000. I saw my hurt dog and then also dollar signs, like, in the background. Like,
so,
fuck.
Torn ACL for Roxy, hip replacement for Roman.
At the same time?
No,
or close?
They had...
Close enough? I'm going to get some of this meat, though.
Oh, yeah, it's delicious. I just balled them up because I was like...
Oh, fuck it.
Yeah,
yeah, it's good.
Little ASMR, whatever. I definitely made that a word. Asmer. About 10 grand worth of... Yeah.
Between the two?
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy.
Roman
sucks.
was 6 months when he had his hip replacement surgery.
What do you do?
He had hip dysplasia, so the ball and socket was like popped out when we got him, and we didn't know until he grew. And it was like, bro, you walking with a limp. Like, we're not gangster up in here. What's going on with that? And they were like, yeah, his like socket's out of his joint, and because he's grown, they couldn't just like pop it back in. So they had to like cut the ball joint off, put it back in, and yeah, it was like a whole...
That's 6 months old. What a poor dog. He's been alive. He's been on this earth for 6 months and already under the needle.
He is terrified of the vet because like his first visit was, hip replacement surgery, and you get somebody messing with your leg and all that stuff. So yeah, vet visits for him are like not fun, but he's mommy's little boy.
I know, it sucks. Like, what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to not pay the $10,000? Like, you have to get it done.
Oh, it wasn't even like an option.
Yeah, it's not an option. It sucks.
It was like...
Because they're so expensive, and vets know that shit.
Oh, yeah.
They know. It's like, come on, man. $6,000? Really?
It was like...
$10,000?
Quality of life. Like, is he going to be able to live a full life? Because if he's not, then it's like, okay, you have to have, like, pros versus cons. Like, I wouldn't want him to be a vegetable or be unhappy with it. And he's like, oh, no, full recovery. And my husband was like, I'm sorry, full recovery? Are you sure? Are you sure? And I was like, pay the man. We're getting it done. It is a done deal. Like, so yeah, it was, it's been a fun road with the dogs.
Dude.
Yeah.
Speaking of the man, Lauren.
Yes, Lauren.
Dude, I feel like no one knows who this dude is. So for everybody listening, Tyra is allegedly married. Allegedly. She
I don't have the real ring on.
She is wearing a ring, but it's not real. But she's also wearing... that's the ring I would wear. I'm not going to lie.
Well, so...
I would only wear those.
I have a
those
really...
thin. Super thin.
I have a really nice ring. But I talk with my hands a lot, and I'm very active.
And you're just smacking it.
And I actually lost a diamond out of it.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Does he know yet?
You're going to know now. But,
I was about to say, can we talk about that one thing?
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Is he going to listen?
Sorry. So I went and got it cleaned, and she was like, you're missing a diamond. Because the diamonds go, like, all the way around the band, and then there's the diamond that sits on top.
Okay.
And I was like, no. And she was like, yeah, it's missing. And I was like, well, replace it. Like, this isn't a question because hello. So yeah, only for like special occasions, like will I bust that thing out and actually like wear it. Like anything else is just rubber. And I have a bunch of different ones. So they're like match the outfits
Oh,
or
yeah.
the nails. Or
You got
whatever,
to.
You know,
You got to. You're matching the
So,
nails right now.
Yeah, I know. I
dig
didn't
it.
even realize it,
I
and
dig
I was
it.
like, oh, cool. But yeah, the mystery man actually
mystery
does
man, so-
exist.
So he does exist. Okay.
Yes.
So you are indeed married.
Yes.
And he is allegedly, right? And he's from the UK.
He's from Scotland.
Scotland. Damn,
Yeah.
that was off.
Well, yes, from Scotland.
Okay.
Allegedly. Just kidding. No. So he was born on like a German army base because his dad was in the British military.
Okay.
But both his parents are like born and raised in Scotland. He has a Scottish accent. Super sexy. But yeah.
So he does have an accent.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like as pronounced as his parents.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like he does have an accent.
I don't think I've ever met anybody who was in a military that wasn't the United States military.
Yeah.
Now that
his
I'm
dad
thinking
is.
about it,
Yeah.
that's interesting. Like, of course they have militaries, but when you say his dad's a part of the British military, I'm like, the British military? Like, what? Like,
Yeah.
Of course they have a military, but it's like,
Everybody has a military.
But it's like,
everybody fighting everybody now.
Yeah, right.
So,
It's like,
you know.
okay. So from Scotland, how'd y'all meet?
Soccer.
Soccer.
Yeah.
Okay.
We met at our work and like literally day one he walks up and we have an argument because he says we met in the office. I do not recollect meeting in the office. I remember meeting at the fields and I know I'm right, but that's okay.
Okay. Explain.
So because I remember getting up that morning and I was like, oh, we have to meet at the fields first and then we have to go to the office afterwards.
Wait. Context though. Where are y'all at and why are y'all there?
Oh, for like tryouts. So like we're both soccer coaches.
Are you trying out?
No.
So y'all are coaching?
Yes.
Okay.
So, and so I see him and I was like, who is this man? What is going on? Like,
dude, when you ask that question, that's how you know.
Yeah.
When you look at somebody, you're like, who is that?
Yeah.
That's when it's like,
Like,
all right.
I was like, okay. So naturally, I bossed him around because, duh.
That's just how that's your
Yeah.
love language.
Yeah. I was like, those goals are too wide. He's like, no, they're not. And I'm like, yeah, they are. And so, yeah. So we met
Just
at
love
the
from
soccer
there on.
fields, and yeah, I just snatched. Actually, no, it was not. It was. Yeah, it's been a long road. We've known each other for like 12 years now.
Okay.
Been married for 5.
Okay.
And when we first, like, I am terrible when it comes to like recognize if somebody's flirting or not. Like, just
Okay.
terrible. Like,
Okay.
even in like high school, middle school, I don't.
You just don't pick up on
I'm
any
like,
cues.
yeah, cool.
So you just think he's just being nice? Like, what is your thought process?
Yeah, no, I was like, oh, so we met, we talked or whatever. Like, we all kind of like carpooled from like one place to the other. So like we had
Okay.
kind of hung out a little bit, like
Okay.
for the past 2-3 days, with like other people, right? And so just like little bits of talk here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And so we break for summer. And I get this text message and it was like, hey, this is Lauren. I got your number from so-and-so. I know everybody was in my car. Did you happen to leave a red watch in my car? So smooth, by the way. So smooth.
Smooth.
Yeah. I was like, no, I didn't wear a watch.
Or
yeah.
even a red watch.
Boom. Like, no, I didn't wear
He
I
knew
didn't
that,
wear,
though.
Yeah. I was like, no, I didn't wear a
Smart man.
watch. And he was like, oh, okay.
Do you want to watch?
Yeah. Do you want one?
Do you want one?
What kind? No, just kidding. I was like, no, it's not mine. And he was like, oh, well, like, are you sure? Like, I found it in the back. And so I was just making sure, like, it didn't slip through the seat. And I was like, no, I was like, it's definitely not mine. I was like, why don't you check so-and-so's? It might have been theirs. And it's like full stop, right? Like, I'm just like, Duh.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, okay, cool. I'll check with them. Like, are you excited to have summer off? Because he had just moved here. He had moved from Houston.
Yeah. So where are
to here.
y'all at right now?
So I'm born.
No. So
Oh.
for the tryouts, where were y'all?
Oh, we're like in Austin.
Oh,
Is
okay.
that what
So
you're
y'all,
talking about? Like where?
yeah. So y'all met here.
Yeah. Here in Austin.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So he had just moved
Just moved here.
to Austin
Yes.
from Houston.
From Houston.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
And you're from here.
Yes.
Okay.
And so one of our friends who actually helped me get my job was like, oh, you should show Lauren around, And I was like, yeah, for sure. Like, whatever. No big deal.
Still thinking nothing of it.
Yeah. And
Oh.
so Lauren's texting me and he's like, how, like, are you ready for summer? Are you like, what are you gonna do for summer? And I was like, oh, probably just hang out, like go to the lake, do whatever, see some movies. And he's like, oh, like what are some fun things to do around Austin? Like, trying to hint like, you want to show me around, like, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like giving him a list of places. All these places are fun, like, there's a cool, like a bunch of cool movies that are coming out, all this stuff. He's like, yeah, I really love movies. Like, what are you doing today? And I was like, oh, nothing, just hanging out. And he's like, he tells the story. He's like, I was so frustrated with you because it was so hard. He's like, I'm trying to like have a conversation. And you're just like, just like facts, right? I'm like, and literally I was just chilling on my couch. Like, I was like, meh. And he's like, cool. Like any movies out that you like are interested in or like? And I was like, oh yeah, there's a few, this, that, and the other. And he's like, finally, he was just like, do you want to go to a movie? I was like, yeah, we for sure could. Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally. And like, just kind of like kicked it off from there. Yeah, but like, I mean,
we said, fuck it.
Yeah.
Do you
I know.
want to
this bitch
go
is not
out?
Understanding. Like, and I'm just like, yeah, for sure. But like in my head, I'm just like answering questions. Like that's just how I am. I'm just like,
you're not thinking nothing
cool.
of it.
Yeah, like I just whoop, because I'm just like I'm rocking my own world. I'm just like doing my thing. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna, I've got my plan. I've got like what I want to do. I've got my career. I've got all this fun stuff. And I didn't expect this to kind of like come into play, and it did, and it's been like wonderful. But yeah, we've had like, ups and downs with everything. We were like, I don't even say like we were dating, but we weren't like officially dating because we worked together. So it was like low key, like nobody knew.
Yep.
And I would tell him all the time, like, I can't date you because I'm going to be your boss one day. And he's like, yeah, I was like flat out, like, this is my career path. Like I
love it.
If it comes between this and this, like I'm choosing this. Like nobody's deterring me from what I'm going to do.
That's how it should be.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, okay. Like, well, I've got this career path and this is what I want to do. And like, I might be your boss one day or whatever. And I'm like, no.
Bitch, please.
Yeah. Foreshadowing, I actually am his boss. So
right.
I'm just kidding.
In multiple ways.
Told you. No. But yeah, so we just like went back and forth for like 2 years and was like, I don't want to say on and off, like we saw each other exclusively and we just never really like
gave it a title.
Yeah.
Y'all were just chilling.
And yeah, I just got to a point where I was like, you know what? I either want something or I don't. And I was like, I want something. And I think he did too. But like the way that we communicated it to each other was just off. Plus he was like in Scotland when I was like telling him all this too. And so I just flipped the switch in my head and I was like, I'm done. Like I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. Boom. Shut it down.
Boom.
He came back and I was done. And he was like...
And by done, she means like she was done looking. Right?
No.
Or done with him.
Yeah. I was done with him.
Oh, I was not following.
Yeah. No, I was like...
Oh, shit. Okay. I thought you were saying like done, like off the market. Done.
No. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. Like Yeah. I was done. And...
Well, clearly not.
Yeah, no.
Typical female. Not. Don't know what she wants.
And so
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's taken a lot of like personal growth because when I met him I was like 21, 20.
Sure.
And so different, like, I mean, we were like out partying and doing all this stuff. And so fast forward to 23 and I was like, yeah, like I just want to go a different direction with my life and this is what I want and I don't think that we're on the same page.
And you hit him with that sorry shit.
Yeah. And I was just like, so, and in all fairness, he was like, no, like I do want that. I want to be with you. But again, I had flipped that switch in my head and I was done. I was like, no, don't fall for this. Yeah. I'm not doing it.
Stubborn.
Oh yeah. I'm 100 stubborn. So, I laugh because I tell him like our story is like The Notebook, like not to the T, but pretty damn close. Yeah. So where it's like, you have this amazing time, you split up, and then there's like another guy, and then they end up coming together because you've got to make like that choice. And
so how long did y'all split up for?
A year and a half.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So y'all were okay. So on
for 2 years
/ish off, but mostly on.
Yeah.
Then a full break for a year and a half.
Yeah. So
then what happened?
Well, me being me, I was 23 and I was like, I knew what I wanted, you know? And so I just, instead of actually taking the time to heal from it and be like, okay, this is what I want, this is what this is what I'm looking for in a guy, and like really like grieve the process of who I had lost as a best friend and, you know, as a soulmate, I jumped into the next relationship, like head first, literally like 2 weeks later, I was like, boop, done. Yeah. Like, I was like, I'm going to get over him. Boom. And, so I jumped into that relationship, and I just like, I think I tried to make that relationship everything that like between Lauren and I wasn't. Like, I was like, oh, like, this is it. Like, I'm fully invested. I love him. Da, 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 da. Like, I did not see any of, like, no red flags, no nothing. Like, just full steam ahead. And within, like, 6 months, we were engaged.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were engaged. And again, Lauren and I are working together. So like he knows this whole thing. Like,
yikes. How does he feel? When he tells the story, like how does he tell the story?
We laugh about it now. We call it my sabbatical.
Okay.
But no, he was heartbroken. He was devastated.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
This is not the direction I want to go in. And then head first.
Yeah. So I got engaged. I got married. So we tied the knot, got married, and then, yeah, it was about, because we were married in like November, and then that May, I was like, fuck, I messed up.
Damn.
Like, it was just like, it just hit me like a ton of bricks, and I was like, I really messed up.
Yeah.
And
messed up in the sense of marrying him and Lauren, or just strictly just like, no, was it like it was all of it all together? So he was a factor in it.
Oh yeah.
And then you also, I'm assuming that this person wasn't as good, like you put him on a pedestal or what?
Yeah, I think because of my relationship with Lauren, I wanted to just drastically change everything. Like I did the whole like the whole bad girl song, cut my hair, change everything, like, and was like, oh, this is the new me, right? Yeah. Like, and it wasn't. Like, I was running and hiding from something that I was afraid of, I guess, finding or being with. I don't know. And so, yeah, I just, I had to have a real, like, come to Jesus meeting with myself. And, like, that's hard because, like, my family's like super Christian. Like they're like very religious. And so divorce is not an option, right? Mm-hmm. And so I knew.
Well.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoop. Skirt. I mean, I've basically broken all the rules my parents have told me, like tattoos, divorce, all of it.
That's fair. And they still love you.
Oh, yeah. And so, yeah, it was one of the hardest things that I have had to do. But in that moment, it was like, look, you can continue to live this life with this person and be miserable and, you know, just continue that path. Or you can fall on your sword. You can change it now and live the life that you want.
How hard was it to make that decision?
Oh, it was like, it was yeah.
That's so
like
crazy.
Gut wrenching.
Dude, I bet.
So
like you just married somebody.
Yeah. We were married like maybe 8 months, 9 months.
How do you take the news? I mean,
no,
obviously
he
devastated.
Still doesn't talk to me.
Oh, I wouldn't either.
Yeah. Yeah. I like, and like my thing is, it's like, I feel like
But you had to do, you had to do
what
you had to do.
It's weird because like we're still kind of in the same circle sometimes, like with
CrossFit.
Really? Yeah. And so like I'll see him and he just like serves me. But I mean, fair enough. Like it's like,
it's been long enough though. Like
that's
come
what I
on,
think.
man.
And I'm like, hi, and it's like no.
Like
and
she
I'm
had
like,
to do
hey,
like
cool.
you did what you.
Yeah, he's with somebody new now, and so
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, then you got to get over it.
I mean, that's
well,
what I think.
Not over it, but
I'm not.
You got to be cordial at this point.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can't be running away no more.
I don't know his I mean, I don't know what he feels and how
Sure.
but
Probably devastated.
yeah, it was, I mean, it wasn't easy. It was like
He's got to know that too, though. Like, he's got to know that you didn't enjoy doing that.
Oh, yeah. But, like, at the end of the day, like, for me, I was like, look, I know that we're both not happy. Like, it's never going to work out, like, to where we're both going to flourish, because I'm not the best version of me, because I'm not happy, which means I can't fulfill your needs, which means you're going to be unhappy,
Sure.
which is it's just going to be miserable. And then, like, the thought of bringing a child into any of that was just
disastrous.
a no.
Yeah.
And so we were just on two different, like, wavelengths with everything. And so, yeah, I had to go to him and be like, listen, like, I fucked up. Like, I made a mistake, and I wish you the best. And but I was like, look, whatever you want, you can have. Like, I'll give you want the apartment, you want, like, just take it, or whatever is going to make this, I don't want to say easier. Like, I'm not trying to buy him off, but it's like,
you're trying to do anything to alleviate
correct. I left the gym that we were at. I was like, hey, it's yours. This is what you want. Like
you understood the decision that you were making was devastating.
Yeah.
But you also equally understood that you had to.
Right. And that's where it's like, I think that was like my first real big, like, grown up step in life.
Yeah.
It's just like,
that's fair.
And like, it was hard because it's like, okay, so rip that Band-Aid off, tell my parents. Parents were not happy. They're like, y'all need to go to counseling. And I'm like, I don't think you understand. Like, I'm in love with somebody else.
Oof.
Like, I
fucked up.
I love this person.
Yeah.
And it's not fair to be in a relationship. It's not fair to try that, because I know that my heart's not there.
Yeah.
And I was like, look, I messed up. I didn't give myself time to properly grieve. And like, as a caveat, Lauren spoke no words to me. He did not interfere in any way, shape, or form. Like, he would avoid me at all. Like, he did not.
Was that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think for me it was a good thing, because he didn't try to pursue me.
It allowed you to come to the realization on your own.
Correct. It wasn't like,
if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
And like, the funny thing is like, he told me, like, after we had like years later, like after we got married, and like we've talked about it, and he was like,
I hope so.
Honestly, oh yeah, he's like, honestly,
so. This is a big deal.
he's like, I knew you chose the wrong person, and I was just waiting for you to come back to me.
Savage. I love it.
Yeah.
The confidence.
Yeah, he's like, I knew you were gonna come back, and you just had to.
I love it.
And it was like, oh, okay. You smart little man, you.
I love it.
I'm like, you couldn't have told me earlier? God damn it.
You couldn't have told me before I got married?
Yeah.
Damn.
And so.
Kept it to yourself, you asshole.
I know. Jeez. That is not what Noah did, but actually it is what Noah did in the Notebook, so.
Okay. So. All right. I had to figure that out, because I've never met the man. I've known you now 2 years?
Yeah. Oh, the worst was
3 years?
like coming back to him. Like, imagine telling somebody that you fucked up, and then marrying somebody else, and then going back to that person and being like,
I fucked up twice?
well, yeah. I mean, like, I was like fully 100% prepared for him to be like,
fuck you?
Yeah, and be alone. And I was like, that's the risk I'm going to have to take.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, we definitely had some stuff to work through, but he was like, at the end of the day, like, I love you, like, you're my person. And yes, it hurts, but it's not going to outweigh like how I feel for you. And we had stuff with like my parents too. I know. I'm like, God, I got a good one.
My heart, man. My heart over here.
Yeah. Can't make this shit up.
That's great. No, I wanted to hear that story for sure. But I just realized we're 30 minutes in, and 90% of the people in my friend circle have no fucking idea who you are.
I'm elusive too.
So
they're like, who's this random bitch talking about the Notebook?
Just talking about her fucking husband. Who's this bitch?
Surprise! There you go.
All right, guys. So if you made it this far in the podcast, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us what you do.
Jeffrey, were you over there like typing him notes? Like tell them who she is. Who is she?
Should we cut this part out? Should we cut this part out and then move it to the front?
Move
it to the front.
We just got real deep real quick.
And like, I realized that you hadn't introduced yourself about 13 minutes ago. However, you were like in such a good story, and I wanted to hear it as well. So I didn't want to stop you. But then I was like, in my head, I'm like, dude, everybody listening has no idea who the fuck you are. Dustin's over there like, I do.
Yeah.
But then I was the only. I know her. But
Nobody cares, Dustin.
Yeah. But that's like the only person in my friend circle that knows who the fuck you are.
No, so I'm that crazy person that just throws all her shit out there. No, I guess. No, so I know Jordan through the gym.
And what's your name?
Tyra. Oh, we didn't even say my name.
I don't even think so. I think maybe like at the beginning.
Oh God dang!
I mean, it'll be in the title.
Oh. I mean, who do I want to be now? I could be anybody.
Anybody.
Yeah.
I think we just said your name though.
Oh, my name's Tyra.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think just now. I think I slipped up. My bad.
It's okay. It's okay.
We could have called you like Darlene.
I know. Oh, yeah.
That's a strong no.
Actually, I do have like I've had an alter ego name when I've gone and like drank before. I've given the name Diane to somebody.
I was close.
I know. I don't know what it was, but he was like shouting, "Bye, Diane," outside the bar, and I was like, "What the fuck's Diane?" Well, sorry, whoever's number I gave you too.
Okay.
So yeah.
So her name is Tyra, by the way.
The one and
she
only.
She coaches at Streamline Fitness.
Yeah.
Shout out. She's one of my fucking favorite people to see at 9 a.m. because she's always full of energy. Fun fact, love karaoke.
Oh, love karaoke. Like, the fact that this mic is here and there's not like a beat in the back. Fuck it, I don't even need a beat. Like, I'll probably
go hit it.
Dropping
hit it.
Tune,
Let's go.
You know?
Let's go. Give us 10 seconds. Give us 10
pressure.
seconds.
I feel like the volume. It's a volume thing.
I don't
You'll
know,
get it
man.
later
I think it's right.
on. Like,
okay, later on.
I'll hit some
are you gonna?
keys
I mean,
for
are you gonna
sure.
make me drink and eat this meat by myself?
Oh yeah, no, I just.
Okay. Yeah, don't worry. I'll alleviate you. You did a lot of talking there.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, so
I know whole life story.
So I've known Tyra now probably 2-ish years. She's fucking hilarious, man. We always go at it at the gym. She's stronger than me now. It makes me sad. She's also bigger than me. It's okay though. She's got a few more weeks before I surpass her again.
Okay.
Yeah.
That by yourself. I see those Skittles on the table.
I had to drop 15. I had to drop 15 pounds while you were over there getting shredded and strong and freaking working out with Blanco Diablo.
Oh yeah, Blanco Diablo. That's. Oh God, yeah.
I talked about it in episode 5, and I got home and I was like smoking a little bit, you know. And I got home and I was rethinking about the episode, and I was like, I feel like what I said was so embarrassing. And then I texted Jeffrey. I was like, dude, did I say anything like super embarrassing in that episode? He's like, no, I didn't think so. And in my head, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I did. And I haven't re-listened. Yeah, I haven't re-listened to it. But I've told you though. I've talked about how he is just fucking one of the most intense. I used intimidating, and I want to reiterate, more intense than intimidating. He doesn't necessarily intimidate me, but just intense, just fucking intense. What is it like working out with Blanco Diablo?
Oh, it's great. I mean, we just we kick it, you know, like I feel like we're like a yin and yang.
Oh, y'all are fun.
You know?
Y'all are fun. Y'all crack me up.
Like today, he was like, you're going to go for like 10 more pounds on the deadlift. And I was like, who the fuck are you talking to? No. So like, we have this like, yeah, it's like, I mean, it's crazy. Cause like, I've only known him like I think it's maybe 4 years now.
It's kind of a long time.
Yeah. And so, yeah, like we're friends inside the gym. We're friends outside the gym. He's somebody that I consider like, you know, one of my best friends. Like, he's in my circle.
Absolutely.
He's like in my pack. And so to be able to work out with somebody like that, like every day, and to push you, and, you know, when you don't want to do the workouts or you do want to do the workouts, you know, it's like he'll either be my hype man, or, you know, he'll be like that person that's like, hey, it's a bad day, shake it off, like you're good, you know, like the person to talk to.
Yeah,
and so like,
how easy does it make it easier to work out like every day?
Oh yeah, for
due
sure.
to that relationship?
Yeah, because you're like, what are we gonna talk to about today? Like, what funny shit is gonna pop up today? Like, how can I like, how can I get him? So, like, we don't always agree on music choices. And so, like, when I run the 9:30 class and then we work out afterwards, I'm like, my time, my music.
Tyra literally sits there and she'll try to see how long she can make it through the workout before Austin changes the music.
Oh, every day. Yeah. Like, I'll put it on something and, like, we'll be going. And, like, the second I start vibing to it, I can see him, like, out the corner of my eye walking. And I'm like, this mother.
He waits till he waits till you start singing along and he's like, nope.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm like, God, can I just get one day?
Nope.
Can I just get one day?
Nope.
And so it's like, yeah, no, it's great. Like, it doesn't even feel like working out because you're just kicking it with your friends, you know? And
that makes it that much easier.
Yeah. Yeah, so when, like, shit gets rough because he makes it rough. It's like...
Very rough.
Oh, we're going to do this, this, and this. It's like, oh, why?
Do we got to?
Yeah. I'm like, are you feeling okay?
Especially when he gets in his mood where he's, like, feeling super creative that day.
Oh, yeah.
And he has you with, like, 3 bands around the bar.
Yeah.
And you're like, upside down. You're, like, hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, I'm like, do we need to talk about your feelings today? Are you okay, sir?
Are you okay?
Like, I don't understand what's going on. Yeah.
Is there ever a day where he doesn't feel like working out?
Yeah, I think everybody hits those days where it's like, you know, he'll just be like, eh. And like, there's some days where I'm like, yeah, cool. Like, let's go grab coffee or let's go, you know, fuck it, let's go eat instead or let's do this. And there are other days where it's like, yeah, I'm going to work out and, you know, so we do, but same thing with me is like some days I'm like, I'm not feeling it. And he continues his workout or some days he's like, hey, let's go do something else instead.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's like, okay, cool. So there's like a good balance of it. You know, because I think if you start to go too long and somebody's just like, oh yeah, let's just go eat. Oh yeah, let's just go eat. Oh yeah, let's just go eat. Or let's go do this. Let's go do this. It's like, you guys can end up getting into that routine of like, okay,
like
let's not work out anymore. Let's just chill.
Yeah, let's just eat every day.
Yeah. And so it's a healthy balance of, you know, working out and friendship in those times. So, yeah.
It's beautiful.
I know.
I love it. I love watching y'all work out. No, it's always fun, man. Y'all crack me up. Speaking of a healthy balance, so you recently got your WAG certification. Can you explain that to our listeners?
So it is Working Against Gravity. So it is a nutrition coaching certification. Okay. And so I am a certified nutrition coach. Ooh. Yeah.
Now, does that make you a nutrition? What's the difference between being a certified nutrition coach and a nutritionist?
So nutritionist, you there's like schooling, like actual literally like brick and mortar schooling that's involved. And then a nutrition coach is just, it's like, I don't want to say it's a condensed version of that, but it's kind of like a condensed version of, it's not like all the ins and outs of like the scientifical, Okay. Scientifical word?
No, he's shaking his head no. That's my vocab. Yeah. That's my vocab.
Yeah, scientific. You know what, Jeffrey? I just made it a word.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, he ain't gonna argue with you. Yeah. He's already scared that you're gonna whoop his ass.
Yeah. by the time y'all see this, I'm gonna make it a word on Wikipedia. So
right.
There you
That's
go.
what I like to hear. Yeah. Boss shit.
Yeah.
Domain that bitch.
So it's right, scientifical. So it's yeah, it's just a more condensed version without all like the, I guess, the scientific stuff behind it. You know, like we do macros, we do like macro counting, we do you know, personal stuff as well. So there's like a psychological side of it. And so it's just it's definitely different. Yeah. I think a nutritionist as well is more apt to where if you have a lot of medical diagnosis, then that's probably something that you want to go to. Gotcha. Just because they're going to be able to do more like in-depth stuff. Now I've got clients that have like thyroid stuff or like diabetes and things like that. But if there's like a real deep multiple.
Like an underlying problem.
Yeah.
But if they're looking to just come get jacked, they should come. They should come talk
or
to Tyra.
Or not jacked, you could just get shredded.
Oh,
or
that's
just
okay. Get them shredded too. It's summertime.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah.
So you got your WAG certificate or certification, I guess. You ended up getting that done a couple months ago, and then immediately created your brand, like your Instagram.
Yeah.
And what made you want to do that?
So for me, like, I wanted a platform to talk about what I love, which is health and fitness and food. Yeah. Like, it took me forever. So before like I had changed the domain name, it was just Active ATX because my lifestyle was just like active, right? And I born and raised in Austin. So it was like, yeah, Active ATX. And like, the more I kind of dug into it, the more I was like, well, but that's not just me, right? Like, what do I want my brand to be? What do I want it to like who do I want it to, how do I want to be represented?
Okay.
And so it took a lot of like thinking about what I want. Like, what is it? What do I want to represent? Who do I want to represent? Like, how do I want this to, be a product and an extension of me? And so naming it was.
Did you write any of this down?
Hard.
Like, how'd you go about this? Like this thought process? Were you?
A lot of writing stuff down.
Okay, so you wrote it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the main thing is like I wanted a name that was. It was like obviously catchy.
Sure.
It wasn't just nutrition. Because I've done personal training before, and like I do it too. And so I'm like, I don't want it to be just nutrition. Like, I want to be able to, if a client does need personal training or, that, then
you can do both.
Can provide both of
Sure.
those. And so, I wanted something that had both of it, but I wanted something that, I mean, you know me. I think you said aggressive was like my
yeah, because we were talking about Sophia, and you were talking about how much
shout
you
out to Sophia. We need to meet.
Yeah,
So.
hey Sophia, when you listen to this, you got to hit up Tyra. I'll get y'all connected before this, but
for sure.
Yeah, she's an awesome human. Y'all are very similar in personality wise, but I said that you're definitely more aggressive.
Yeah,
but she's pretty feisty too. She's pretty feisty too.
I just didn't want to be like this, and I don't want to do like stereotypes because I feel like stereotypes are so shitty. But like,
do it.
I would say like, I didn't want to be like, that's the devil on my shoulder. It's the wine.
Yeah.
No, I didn't want to be like the society's stereotypic like female Instagram influencer who is, doing it, and no knock on it at all. Like,
they're
the booty bands,
dude, I love
and
it.
I'm sure you do.
I mean,
like,
no, but it's not even just that.
Yeah.
It's not even just that. Like, I think about it from this perspective. If I was in their shoes, I would do the same.
100%.
If I came out the wound and I realized that I was that beautiful,
right.
You best fucking believe it. Booty shots all day long.
And that's the thing is like that has never been me.
Sure.
That's never been my body type. That's never been my style. Is like, I was never the girl that was like, crop tops. And I would say like, if you're not watching this on YouTube, I'm using air quotes, girly, as far as society goes, like nail, hair, makeup. I could not tell you how to contour things. And I say nails, but like,
I was about to say, but your nails are done and they look good.
So I did these actually from my mom for Easter, and I got like nails put on, and I was like picking them off because I broke them. And so when I went, I was like, listen, just paint them so they're like low-key. I can just keep snipping them off. So you'll see these for like the next 6 weeks until the color goes off, ombre.
I respect it.
Yeah. And so like, I've never kept up with like the whole fashion thing. Like, if it's not like sports clothes.
Oh, for sure. I don't think I've ever seen you in non-sports clothes.
Yeah. Like, it's not, it's not who I am as a person, and I feel like I've tried to be that person, and I've tried to fit myself in that box, and I was miserable.
You're just one of the bros. There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that. We can just kick it.
Yeah. So I wanted my brand to be like for those women and those men out there that are, you know, they don't want the bullshit. They don't want the fluff. They don't want the like. A lot of my stuff isn't like super aesthetically pleasing because to me it's like food is fuel. I mean, it's a paper plate. You know what I'm saying?
We got meat on a plate right now. Some Skittles. We're ready to work out.
And it's like, I mean, I just for me, oh, I need a protein.
This shit's delicious, man. Hey, I just want to let y'all know, Tyra is setting the new precedent for guests. She came ready. She prepared the meat. She came with the meat. I did supply the wine, but she did bring this awesome coffee mug. If you're watching this on YouTube,
which you should be.
You should be. But if you're not, though, it's okay. I still love you either way. It is a panda holding 2 guns?
2 guns. Hell yeah.
And it says, I do what I want.
Yeah.
It doesn't get much more badass than a panda holding guns.
My spirit animal is a panda, so.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
A panda.
So
I don't really see you as a panda.
Oh, okay. So here's my like logic behind it. I was
thinking more like a lioness or something, you know.
Lion? Yeah. No.
Oh shit.
Yeah. No. So my spirit animal is a panda because I don't know if you've ever watched panda videos, but they're freaking hilarious. Like they just like roll around and they like climb on people. They fall out of trees and they just like, they don't give a fuck. Like they're just chilling. They're loving life. And
just
so
living a free spirit.
Yeah. And they're like, they'll sleep, they'll eat, and they just like, they play around. Mm-hmm. And like, that's what I am. Like, that's what I do is I'm just like, yo, freaking love food. Like, dude, I mean, I wouldn't like eat a bamboo, but you know, and if it's not, there's not a lot of, what is it, like research on it, but I have found that if a panda wants to throw some hands,
it can probably throw
it
hands.
Can fucking kill someone.
Sure.
So it's like, you know, they're low key up there on the, like, you want a box, let's go. But most of the time they're just chilling.
Pretty chill.
Yeah. So like those are the vibes, and I'm like, yo, we're chill. I mean, black and white. Black's like my favorite color because it goes with everything. And
when in doubt, wear black.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, I mean, it's just they're the best.
But that's the one thing I admire and respect the most about you is you literally do what the fuck you want.
Yeah.
And you live a life that I think the majority of us are trying to achieve. So what is it that you obviously you coach at the gym.
Yes.
But what else is it that you do? You don't work a job per se.
Yeah. So I also coach I coach soccer, so I coach club soccer. Which has been amazing because I've gotten to travel. I've played soccer all my life, and I think I've just known at like a young age that like I don't want to do a desk job. Like I can't. My personality doesn't allow it.
Yeah, I mean you're an HR nightmare.
Oh yeah. I'd be like, you want to return what?
Yeah, I'm impressed that I keep a job with my mouth.
Should you plug it
surprised.
in? Actually, side note, I am HR for Streamline, so all your emails go into the trash. So, just kidding. Austin's gonna be like, God damn it, Tyra.
Are you really though?
No. I mean, I'm telling people that I am.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna make it a title for sure.
Okay. So your Streamline's HR. We just announced it right now. Oh, speaking of things we got to announce, you have to name the plant.
Oh, yeah.
Right now. So this is gonna be a staple in all episodes, and we're gonna allow Tyra. We're gonna allow Tyra to name the plant
because it's a succulent, right?
Yes.
So,
well, according to Jeffrey, I don't really know what he says yes, but I don't know what a succulent is. Can we explain that?
Yeah.
Do we know what it is? Like, what is a succulent?
Ooh, Jeffrey, you're on the Google.
What's a succulent? What? There's not like
different types of succulents.
Why is it so small? Yeah, I know. I thought we agreed to like switch the screens.
It's for you. It's for you.
Okay.
That's still gonna be the same thing.
Yeah, that's actually brighter. TBH.
Parts are thick and fleshy and engorged. Usually contain water.
Fleshy and engorged and retains water. So
Like dry comments.
wait, so this is okay. So this is
like
a living.
watery?
This is a living plant.
It's living, right?
Yeah, this isn't silk.
Don't be putting a fake plant out here.
Yeah. This is not fake, guys.
I
For
feel
those
like it
watching
should
it in the
be
YouTube,
like-
this is not a fake plant.
I feel like it should be like Sammy the Succulent.
Sammy the Oh, I
Yeah.
like it.
Either that or like
Oh.
Winston because it's a watery plant, you know? But I do
Winston.
like Sammy the Succulent.
I like
because,
Sammy
an
the
SNL.
Succulent. Sammy the Succulent. All right.
What's up, Sammy?
Bet.
Bro, hit it.
Sammy the Succulent. Okay, so now the plant has a name. The plant made its debut in Sophia's podcast. It wasn't in last. Oh man, we skipped an episode. Sorry, Sammy. You'll be in every other one though, as long as Jeffrey doesn't kill you. That'd
Pressure's
be
on
sad.
now.
What if we come and then Sammy's dead? Like we're here next Wednesday. And then Sammy's just dead. It's like, bro, you couldn't even, come on. We couldn't even go 2 episodes in a row.
To be fair, Sammy's looking a little plump right now, so
It's true. Sammy's looking a little sad. I'm gonna need you to research how to keep Sammy the Succulent alive.
yeah, he's a little lopsided.
And we need
here,
to start him on Instagram.
Yeah,
We
You
just
need to
take
get a
pictures of
sticker
him and
that
just
says,
random spots of the.
you need to get the like "Hello, my name is Sammy" sticker.
Oh, that's genius. We should.
I mean, I'm like
Alright.
a branding like genius.
Oh, that's genius. Speaking of branding, we're really bad at this, like introducing and.
Oh yeah, staying on topic.
So that's no. It's not even so much staying on topic. The one thing I'm really trying to get better at is me as a person, my
Yeah.
brain just puts shit together.
Oh yeah.
Like when I'm talking to somebody, I just put 2 and 2 together. That's it.
Yeah.
And I have a really bad habit of assuming everyone else has
Knows
the
it.
capability of doing that, right?
Yeah.
And so when it comes to the podcast, I need to remember and realize that nobody knows who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
And well, except for the people who are listening who know who the fuck you are.
Yeah. Or
And-
30 minutes into this episode.
Yeah, or people who made it past the first 30 minutes.
I feel like the story was captivating, so they're like, "Oh, we gotta find out who this crazy person is."
We gotta find out. She
Yeah.
left the love of her life for somebody
Where's
else
it gonna
and then
go?
got married. Which, speaking of which, I'm still mad at you for making me watch Kingdom.
Oh my
Still
god,
mad.
great!
You know what? I'm
show.
glad Dustin ruined Vikings for you.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
because you
You know
made
what?
me watch Kingdom.
You've brought it up. Shout out, fuck you, Dustin, because I still haven't watched it. Dustin's ruined Vikings for me, and I was like on a roll. And like, so the one rule that I have is like, or that we have, like Lauren and I, is like when we start a Netflix show, like if we start it together, like we don't watch it without each other, and we don't
Has
go
to be
past
together.
it, right? So I started Vikings because he's not like, he was just kind of like, well, whatever. He
Okay.
had his own show that he was watching.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was just like chilling, watching it in my own time. And like, he went and like, he knows because he like Googles it, like what happens. And so he was all like, oh, do you want me to tell you what happens? I was like, no. And then like Dustin ruined it for me at the gym because, and like, that's my one thing is like, I'm like, I try not to be a spoiler alert for people. And if I
Yeah.
am, I'm like, please tell me if you're going to watch it. Because if you're going to watch it, then cool. If you're not, then I'm going to continue to talk about
Sure.
it. And no.
Dustin, without shame,
Yeah.
just ruined it.
remember when? I'm not going to be a spoiler alert like Dustin. But
Or
if
we say spoiler alert, I think you can spoil it.
No, because I haven't even seen it.
Oh.
I haven't even gotten that far.
Oh, you just stopped
No,
altogether.
and then he has the audacity.
I love that word. That's my favorite
Yeah.
word.
To message me and be like, oh, did you get to part 2? And I was like,
did?
yeah. And I was like, no, I didn't. Because I already know what happened. Like, why? It's like Romeo and Juliet. Like, you know what happens. So, like, why put yourself through that torture? You know?
Right.
Like,
It's like watching, like, why am I going to rewatch Marley and Me?
no.
Once was enough.
Yeah. Exactly.
Once was enough.
Yeah.
Why am I going to re-put myself through that
If I
torture?
read a book, I'm not going to watch the movie. I usually don't watch the movies. I usually watch the movies and don't read the book. But it's like, if I read the book, I don't watch the movies. But like Twilight, great example. I read the books, loved it, watched Twilight, and I was like, they forgot so many parts. Like, it wasn't as...
Well, yeah.
And it's like, okay, I get it. But it's like, I mean, yeah.
The books are always better.
He had the audacity to be like, Did you want another bite?
He tried. That was his way of saying sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
Instead of just being like, "Hey, my bad."
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, did you watch it yet?"
Yeah, like Kevin Hart style, like, hey, did you? No, I didn't, Dustin. Why don't you go back squat again? Catch up to me in that. I mean, the least you could have done is brought me like chocolate or something. Jesus.
Right? Chocolate or coffee?
Oh yeah, coffee for sure.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did you just?
Yeah, I finished it.
You just finished it?
Yeah.
Oh, then you gotta top it off.
Poo-poo.
That's like.
I gotta be better than you.
Wait, don't spill it. You're on YouTube.
I would just like.
You're on camera.
I would just like everybody to know that Jordan opened this with a knife by shoving the cork down into it.
Yeah, because we went to CVS and they were trying to charge me $15 for a wine opener, which I have in my apartment. I just forgot.
Or a Swiss Army knife.
$15.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'm on a budget right now. I'm balling on a budget. So we got way off track again. Yeah. So where I was going with that before
Jeffrey's over there like cringing. God dang it. Do you have like a note section you can send him?
Right.
Stay on topic.
Before we went on that TV show tangent, what I was gonna say was that you started a brand that we haven't even said the name of yet.
Yeah.
Which the name I actually love.
Oh yeah.
Here, you do the honors. It's your brand. I was gonna break. Drum roll.
Yeah. It's actually Better Fit and Fed.
I love it.
It took me a long time to think of the name. I was trying to think of like something that wasn't like frou-frou or like super, but then also
Tyra, the nutrition coach. Yeah,
but it also wasn't like gonna scare people off, like badass nutrition, like get fucking jacked, or, I'm like,
weak women not allowed. Yeah. Like, damn, Tyra.
I know. Yeah, like, because I wanted
not
to
everyone's built like you.
I wanted to be for everybody because I feel like there's a lot of women that are and men that are because there's stereotypes for both, right?
Sure.
Like, you look at a lot of like the feeds on Instagram, and it is women that are, very petite, very thin, and not everybody's like skeletal system is like that. Like, I'm like a mesomorph. I'm not going to be able to.
Yeah, you're not built that way.
Yeah, like, and I was like that in high school, and it was terrible for me. Like,
Wait, you were petite?
Oh yeah. I don't know if I've ever showed you like a picture of me in high school, but like I was maybe 120 in high school.
I can't picture that at all.
Oh yeah. I was, my arms
because since the day I met you, so I still remember the day I met you, and the only reason is because we were power cleaning.
Ooh,
yes.
I do love me
So
some power
you
cleans.
came in. It was a Saturday morning. I'm pretty sure we were doing weightlifting. It was like one of the first weightlifting classes that Austin did.
Oh, God.
And it was it was like your first week or whatever back. I don't know where you went, but you were gone for a while.
Another sabbatical. Just kidding.
Yeah. So you come into the gym and everybody knows you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who the fuck is this? And then we're power cleaning, and you set up next to me, and I don't know what happened, but eventually we made it to a pretty relatively heavy weight, and you had 185 on the bar, and you hit it, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh.
I always set up next to the boys.
Yeah, so that was dude, that's the best part about working out with you. We don't got to change weights. I'm like, yeah, man, just keep that on, bro. It was just...
Throw it on. It's cool.
It was the same way with Bethany. I was like, yeah, no, you're good. Just keep the weight on there. Yeah, we're
That's
good.
That's why I work out with Blanco Diablos. I'm like, yeah, no, I'll do your weight too. Take 10 off.
Hey,
take the 45.
Hey, take those 345s off, damn it.
Yeah, I don't even ask anymore. He's like, so what do you want on there? And I'm like, well, you're just going to put it on anyway. He says, good call, call. But yeah, I didn't want this same old stuff because I felt like it was like, for me, I got sucked into that dieting realm of, eating 1,500 calories a day, 1,600 calories a day. I had no energy. I was miserable.
You're active all day long.
Oh yeah. Didn't see results. And the results I see, I still wasn't happy with. Fitness wise, I couldn't get any higher on either, from a cardio standpoint and or a lifting standpoint because I wasn't eating. And it like wrecked me. Like emotionally, I was at probably my worst. I just couldn't take it.
Wait, when was this?
It was probably, I'd say like 2-3 years ago. Like
Okay.
I was like, I've usually always fluctuated in weight.
Sure.
As a kid, I was heavier set. I leaned out, middle school through high school. 'Cause again, in high school, I think I really started to kind of get into the whole like, oh, like looks are important type thing.
Mhm.
And even
Did you work
though-
out in high school? Like other than
I
playing
did.
soccer?
Oh yeah. I
You
was
lifted
like,
weights?
yeah, I was like
Okay.
the second highest squatter in high school.
What? At 120?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you were the second highest squatter for your weight, or
No, just
out of the
in
soccer
general.
team?
Yeah.
Oh, so you always just been strong.
Yeah. These quads ain't for
Oh, we're
nothing,
almost done
yo.
with this bottle, by the way.
Hey,
Shit's about to get
and the cork.
and the court. Shit's about to get fun here in a
Yeah.
couple minutes.
So I've like gone up and down in weight, and it wasn't until like high school that I had really kind of focused on like, okay, I'm actually not going to eat lunch, or I'm going to skip this, and then I would like binge at night. And then college came around, and it was like, oh, I'm not going to eat this. I'm going to, go out drinking instead, or whatever. And, hit your 20s and stuff. And like, I would eat it kind of clean, then go out drinking or partying and this and that. And then, the older you get, your metabolism doesn't work like that anymore. And so, yeah, it's like I got to a stage where I was like super heavy. So again, when I was married the first time, we were going through like a bulk phase, and I was like, yeah, I was way too heavy. Like I was probably like maybe 200.
Okay.
And it was like a thick 200 to where, I mean, I was strong as fuck, but like powerlifting.
Stronger than now?
Probably pretty close. I think I'm stronger now.
Okay.
I feel better now too. But like walking up the stairs at that was miserable.
Wait, so where are you at? What do you weigh right now?
I'm like 185.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
You're
it's like
5'10".
5'9", yeah.
Ish. Okay.
Yeah. From a BMI scale, I'm still like overweight.
Ah, fuck
and
that
I'm like,
scale.
I
Fuck
hate
that
you guys.
scale.
Yeah. Every time I go into the like doctor's office, they're like, "Oh, yeah," and I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, Karen," because I will, I will karate
here,
chop your
Diane.
ass. Don't let this sweater fool you. I've got some biceps under
Oh,
here.
for
We're not
it.
playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. I got to the point where like I was unhappy with how I looked. I didn't want to go anywhere or do anything. I was hiding my body. I was miserable. And then I was working out, and I was uncomfortable working out. And like this is even like and this is like even when I was in Streamline, because Austin's been there with me through like ups and downs, and Mike too. Shout out to Mike Peluso. Woo woo.
Ooh, Los Altos coffee.
Yeah. Oh my god. best
Delicious.
coffee ever.
Delicious.
So yeah, so I have gone through these like ups and downs, and it was just like enough is enough. Like I don't want to do the yo-yo dieting. I don't want to go to where I'm like 1,500 calories and starving myself and not able to do anything. Because like on the Instagram feed, I see like what I eat in a day, 1,600 calories. And I'm like, okay, but are you a 12-year-old kid? Like, why are you
only eating 60?
Yeah.
I know, dude.
And it's sad. Like it literally breaks my heart, because girls will follow that. Guys will follow those things. And it's like they're so engulfed in that, like those videos, and like that's the aesthetics, right? And so a lot of my clients is like, they're like, oh, I want to lose 20 pounds. And I'm like, cool. Okay. If you look like this and you weigh the same, are you cool with it? And they're like, oh yeah, for sure. And I'm like, okay, so it's not the weight, it's the aesthetics.
Yeah.
You want to look like this.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
like
You want to look
everybody-
better,
yeah,
feel better.
Everybody knows you can weigh 180 and look two separate ways, right? And so for me, it's just like,
Me at 180 versus Austin at
oh
180.
yeah, it's two different things, right?
yeah.
Like if you eat a bunch of shitty food and you stay at 180, or you eat clean in your training and you weigh 180, like they're gonna look completely different.
Absolutely.
And so for me, it was just like, if I can help people not go through that journey that I had to go through, as far as like the emotional, the mental, like the physical, like ups and downs, like that's what I want.
Okay.
It's like, I want to be able to help people through food, because I think for me, I had such an unhealthy relationship with food. It was a coping mechanism. It was a punishment. It was all this stuff, right? Like, oh, you low carb. Oh, eat keto. Oh, beach body. Oh, was it like zone diet, paleo, all this other stuff. And it's like, but if bread doesn't affect your stomach, like you can have a piece of toast in the morning if it fits your macros.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to deviate from everything and like deprive yourself of life and of wine or Skittles, or like if you can make it fit, then yeah. But like I think in finding my own journey and in doing that, like I used to be a big ice cream person. Like I loved ice cream. I would crush a pint of ice cream at night.
Used to?
Oh yeah, I used to.
So you used to love ice cream. So what do you love now?
I like ice cream.
Oh.
But like, and I know it's gonna sound super cheesy, and people are gonna be like, "Yeah, get the fuck out of here." It's like fruit. I'm not joking.
Oh, fruit's amazing.
Fruit is like,
Dude, oatmeal and fruit.
yeah. Like I'll go in there and I'm like, the old me would be like, "Oh, crush a pint of ice cream," and then feel terrible about myself, and go to the gym, feel like shit because the ice cream doesn't agree with your stomach, and then you ruin your workout. Like it was just like a snowball effect.
Yep.
And so, I think once I conquered my food addictions and like my relationship with food, like it became so much better. And so like that's a big thing for me, is like the relationship piece, because I think a lot of people just slap macros on it and are like, hey, yeah, here you go. But it's like why at night do you binge on the chips? Why at night do you reach for the ice cream? Is it because you're hungry, or is it because that's like your reward, right? Like, oh, I did good. So I like to dig into that stuff with people, because if I give you I could give you a plan, right? Here's your macros, here's this, deuces. But if we don't figure out like why you're doing those things, then the cycle's just going to keep going.
So that's a good segue into my next question. So why would someone choose you as their nutrition support or coach versus somebody else?
Because for me, like I care about people. Like I am I'm a people person. I love to talk. Mean, I've got no shame.
None.
Like I will.
None.
I'll tell you
I love
everything.
It. Yeah, I love it.
I'll tell you my ups and downs and all that
way.
stuff. And so I feel like I'm not trying to sell you a program. I'm not trying to be, just another whatever, like another withdrawal from your bank account, right? Like that's not what I do it for. I do it because I want you to be happy. I want you to look in the mirror and I want you to be like, fuck yeah, I love my body. Like, this is awesome. Like I feel great. Yeah. I'm getting more reps on pull-ups, or I like the way that I look, or I'm comfortable, eating out in public. I have a comfortable relationship with food now. When somebody offers me Skittles, I'm not like, oh, and like, crushing them in my mouth, or I don't go home at night and binge on whatever, it's like I want them to love and enjoy their life, and I'm like I want to dig into that, right? Like I want it to be personal. I don't want it to be like any other macro plan that's like, oh, 35 grams of fat, 180 grams of carbs, and 200 grams of protein. Done. See you in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Like, check in later. Send your picture. Hey, here's the email. Dropbox.
Yeah. It's like, no, like, hey, how's your sleep? How's your stress going at work? Like, I know you were moving. Like, I'm not here to shame you. Like, everybody has their good days and bad days.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, and it's like, for me, like my clients will text me and they're like, hey, I just got like 4 pull-ups in the gym and that's better than I've ever gotten. It's like, cool. I fucking love it.
Hell
right?
Yeah.
Like,
hell yeah.
You know, I sleep better. My recovery's better. My mood swings are better. All those types of things, like that's what gives me joy. And I'm like, I just want to help people. Like I want people to be their better fit and fed, right? Like I want them to, and it's funny because it's like BFF is like better fit and fed, but it's also like best friends forever.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I want you to be your own BFF. Like you got to love yourself. And like,
for sure.
That's where I think a lot of it came to, is like, I would look at the mirror and I would hate myself. And it's like, I have put my body through so much shit. I would starve it. I would push it to its limits. I would, you know, do all this stuff. And like, I would still look in the mirror and it was like, I wouldn't appreciate it. And it's like, you just lifted, you know, 200 and something pounds, eating next to nothing, and your body was still doing it.
Yeah, imagine what you could do if you're eating properly.
Yeah, imagine if you fueled your body properly. Imagine if you loved your body and didn't tear it down because of what you see on Instagram. And so like that's where it's like, I think social media plays like a big piece in it. Is like you see, you know, and that's the other thing, is like you only see glimpses of people's lives.
Yeah, it can be so positive but also so negative.
Yeah. Like these people might
It's
not
a little
actually be eating all
unrealistic.
those reps, right?
Yeah.
Or they might not actually be eating that salad or
Yeah.
eating those 1,600 calories a
Posting
day.
some shit.
Yeah.
It's very possible.
Or they are doing it and they're not showing you that they're absolutely fucking miserable.
There's that too.
And
There's two
it's-
sides of it.
Yeah. It's like, hey, I'll tell you, like when I go into a cut and I cut to a certain amount of calories, I am fucking miserable. I don't like it.
It's
Like
not fun.
I'm crabby. You know, and there's only certain reasons why I do it. But when I get back up to my maintenance or I hit a certain amount of calories, I'm like,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Oh no, I get it. I freaking just cut 15
Yeah.
pounds for my
Oh,
fight.
yeah, exactly.
And the week last week. This week.
All the foods.
Dude, it's been bad. I put on 15 pounds like
Oh yeah.
that.
Where your body's going, oh my god, food.
Yeah, it's been and I'm
He's feeding us.
I'm an absolute glutton.
Oh yeah.
So once I start, it's bad.
Yeah.
I don't know where it goes. Like yesterday morning, I ate 3 burritos that were like this big. No problem.
Yeah.
I don't know where it goes. I'm just like, I'm still hungry. Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah, like Cookie Monster, but with food.
Dude, it's so bad.
I mean,
it's so bad.
It's like, and that's the funny thing is like people. I've talked to multiple people, and like, I mean, just women in general. Like, obviously, there's guys that do the same thing too, but a lot of my experiences have been in women that they're like, oh, I couldn't imagine eating that many calories, and I'm like.
But when you start, this is what I learned. So doing fight camp, I was eating about 2,200 calories a day. A little bit more on the days where I was training 2 days. A little bit less on the days I wasn't training at all.
Right.
And so that was right about where I was eating. And I learned that from last week, dude, I can easily put down 4,000 calories.
Oh, yeah.
When you start to calculate the amount of calories that you're taking in a day, you're taking in either way too little or way too much.
Right. And like that's the thing is like, oh my gosh, people with it's a touchy subject because people will like push like weight loss like pills or teas and it's like it's simple.
The belly wrap or
like the slim wrap stuff and yeah. But I think that's one of the issues is like society wants like a quick snap of the finger, right?
Nobody wants
like,
to put in the actual work.
Yeah, and it's like it's simple. It takes a calorie deficit and it takes putting in effort, right? Like you've got to put in the effort. And like, yeah, I tell people, yeah, you could eat Wendy's and be in a calorie deficit and lose weight, but it's not going to be the same results as if you ate a nutritionally dense meal and a calorie deficit because they're going to fuel your bodies differently, right? And so, yeah, I mean, I think it blew my mind when I was like, holy shit. Like, there was a time where I was eating 2,700 calories. And I felt great. Oh, it was awesome.
That's a good amount.
Oh, yeah. It was like, and I was losing weight. Like, it was just
That's a great feeling.
Yeah. I was like, oh, yeah. And then, like, it's like the more that I dropped the calories, the more I felt like shit.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, ugh. And so, like, it got to a point where I was like, okay, yeah, too low. I know I don't want to hit that low of a calorie. So I would, like, bump it back up. But, like, yeah, my maintenance calories are, like, something within, like, 2,700.
Sounds about right.
And like you ask, you say that to any, like, usually female, because guys are like, oh yeah, bulk, get up, come on,
yeah, eat it all.
Yeah, I know. They're like, yeah, only 2,700.
Yes.
But like you ask a female, and they're like, oh my god, no, never. And it's like,
yeah, that's true.
It's like, no,
that
but
does
like,
that does sound like a lot to most women,
right?
Yeah.
Again, side note. I'm very active in what I do. So, like, not everybody's just like that. But even telling somebody, like, hey, 2,200 or, like, 2,400. And they're like, oh, well, no, I could never. And it's like, but that's all your body needs just to maintain.
Yeah.
Like, just to chill.
Yeah.
And, like, it's hard to get, I think it's hard to get that across to people. It's like.
Well, talk to people about how the issue with not eating enough. Because people don't understand how
it's a detriment to your body.
It's almost worse to not eat enough versus
worse.
overeating.
Yeah. So it's like, so if you don't eat enough, there's multiple different side effects. There is obviously like dizziness. There is like weight gain because your body basically stores everything that it does eat, and so low-key snacks.
Yeah, go ahead and grab the Skittles real quick.
So your body just holds on to everything that it eats because it's not, again, air quotes here, people for who aren't watching YouTube, it's not starvation mode, quote unquote. But it is because your body's like, yo, bitch, I need 2,100 calories to survive, and you're giving me 1,500. So anytime you eat a surplus, so even if you hit 1,600, it holds that other 100 calories.
Yeah, it's not burning it off at all.
Yeah, no, because it's storing it because you're not able to function properly.
Out. Your body's like, am I going to eat again?
Yeah. Also, your metabolism slows because it's like, we need to be able to function. We need to be able to do daily activities through the day. And if he or she's not going to, give us enough food, then we're going to shut it down, slow it down, hold on to everything. And for females, oh yeah.
Hold the door.
Yeah.
Damn.
I know. Oh, heartbreaking moment there. Didn't see that one coming at all.
Not a sad scene.
Rough. There's, for females, there's, periods, there's hormone stuff. There are, if you're trying to get pregnant, there's infertility issues. There's, hair loss, for guys and females, sensations of feeling cold a lot, moodiness,
I was freezing during fight camp.
Oh yeah.
Freezing my ass off all day long.
Exactly.
All day long.
Because you're not eating enough, right?
Yeah.
And so your body literally goes into a fight or flight.
Yeah.
And it's just like, they want us to do X, Y, and Z. And at some point, like, it's gonna break down. And that's where it gets serious. Thyroid stuff. You've got a whole bunch of different stuff that kind of goes on with, from the medical side of things. It's just not eating enough is not going to make you thin all the time.
No.
Like, and that's what people think is like, oh, if I don't eat this, then I'm going to be skinny. And it's like, actually, your body's just going to hold on to all the fat because, carbs, it's going to burn it. It's got to burn it for energy.
I also don't think they realize how many calories they burn during the day.
Oh, yeah. No, nobody does.
Yeah. I mean, you burn calories. So one of the craziest things I've ever heard is the stories about chess players. So they did research on grandmaster chess players.
Yeah. And
they were trying to figure out why chess players were losing so much weight. And apparently that a grandmaster chess player, when they play it in a tournament, they burn up to 6,000 calories just from mental thought.
Oh, I'm sure they're probably under like a lot of stress.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So if you have a stressful job, or if you work in a job that requires a lot of brain power, whether it's finances or tech or you're a software engineer or something like that, you're probably burning way more calories than you think.
Yeah.
Due to the amount of which your brain is working. So people don't even factor that in, let alone if you have a job that walks a ton, plus your workout, plus whatever else you do throughout the day.
Yeah.
Like, people don't realize that you're burning easily 2,000 plus calories.
Right. And like that's why it's crazy, because people are like, I mean, you look at any diet and it's like the average, right? It's like you look on, right? It's
based
like,
on 2,000 calories.
Based on a 2,000 calorie diet. And it's like,
you should probably eat at least 2,000 calories. For the most part.
yeah. And then again, it's like, what are your goals? Are you trying to add muscle? Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to, lean out, or whatever it is? Like, there's a specific way to go about it, and if you want to eat paleo, if you want to eat keto, if you want to do, cool, great.
Yeah.
Like,
whatever makes you feel good.
Yeah, let's fit like macros into that so that it's a sustainable lifestyle. Sure. Right?
You got to be able to do whatever you can continue to do.
Yeah.
Like, so if it's eating keto, then do keto. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. I personally eat, well, not right now, that's a lie. I eat a pretty good amount of carbs. But in order to get from 175 to 160 initially, I was eating primarily just red meat, nuts, and berries. That's pretty much all I was eating. And then I got down to 160 about 4 weeks before my fight, which is what I needed to fight at. And once I got down to 160, I found that it was actually super easy to keep the weight off because my body was super efficient at that point. And so I actually upped the carbs the closer I got to the fight. And I was actually eating a good amount of carbs the last 4 weeks of fight camp. I was eating a pretty good amount of carbs, and I was keeping the weight off just because my body was pretty lean and efficient at that point. But in order to drop that initial weight, I cut the carbs out completely, other than fruit, I guess, is technically a carb. But I feel like I burned fruit pretty efficiently. And oatmeal. Oatmeal's a good one.
I love oatmeal.
I got to be that person, though. I got to pee.
Oh, wait. I just want to say. Sophia, this is for you, because I'm pretty sure, didn't you call her like a podcast newbie for saying that she had to pee?
Yeah, I did. So I got to be that person.
Podcast newbie.
I know. Hey, even Joe Rogan's got to pee every once in a while.
I mean.
Hey, I've seen him take piss breaks in his podcast, so I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna need you to hold it down for the guest. I'm gonna take it. No, we're good. She can hold it down. She got this. Look at her.
It's no longer "What's up, Brody."
Yeah, it's "What's up, Tyra." Oh, what's up, Cameron?
Okay. Yeah, we can do Tyra.
Hey, what's up, Cameron? Tyra? Okay, yeah, I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
Yeah, for sure. Jeffrey's like, God damn it. I know, it is. It's shocking. I mean, I'm left here with a meat plate and some Skittles and reptiles all over the place. I mean, it's interesting. He did drink a good chunk of this, though. So, and he did have an energy drink before that, a little Celsius. He was gonna have a coffee, but okay. While he's gone, low-key, he didn't have a bottle opener, which I think we already talked about, didn't we? Yeah. So he didn't have a bottle opener, so he used the knife because he tried to YouTube how to get it out of there with a knife. Didn't go as planned, so he had to stick the cork in there. But yeah, he wanted a coffee, and then he was like, "Oh, all these coffees have too much sugar in them." I swear it was like standing at CVS with again, with the stereotypes, with a girl. And I was like, dude, if you want the caffeine, just get some caffeine. It's like, these have so much sugar in them, though. And I was like, what do you think? CVS is just going to have like a regular coffee stand? Like, oh my God. So I showed him the Celsiuses. They were right there. There was also Red Bull. I'm not a big fan of Red Bull. It hurts my stomach. But yeah. Oh shit, here he comes.
Wait, did you say anything nice about me?
Definitely not. I basically called you a little bitch about your sugar.
About my sugar?
Yeah, when we were at CVS and you were like, all these coffees have so much sugar in them.
Hey man, I gotta watch my figure, dude. It's summer coming up, man. I'm not
Watch
trying
his
to have
figure
thick
as he
boy
just said
summer.
he's gained 15 pounds. So
Did. I put it
28
all-
grams
I
of
put
sugar
it
in a
all back-
coffee
I know,
is.
right? I put it all
As
back
he's
on.
eating Skittles, too.
Hey, don't worry about
for
the
real.
I don't even remember talking about the sugar in the coffee. I remember.
You did.
No,
You
I
mentioned
said there
it
was too much. No,
multiple
I
times.
said there was too much caffeine, and then we went down the candy aisle, and I said,
Oh yeah, this
I
man
want
did go down
candy.
the candy aisle.
"Yeah," I said, "I want candy." You know, you don't have to kiss the mic.
I know, but I feel like it's more dramatic.
I know.
if
I
do.
can just I just see the blue and the gray over there, and it's just like woof.
Oh yeah,
like
PSA,
every time.
if this is too loud for people, then just
Turn it down. See, at least when Sophia got up to go pee, I said some nice things. So I got up to go pee, and you didn't say nice things. That's not right.
I mean, I did. I was like, he's left me in a room with
Fuck, Skittle down. Man down. Fuck.
amateur.
Damn, there's a lot of...
I did say you left me in a room with reptiles.
That is true. So, speaking of which, Tyra is scared.
Okay.
Okay, maybe not scared.
I mean, they're in like cages. I almost said crates, but they're in cages. So
They
we
are.
cool. But
That thing's pretty cool, though. Look at
if
him.
we're out in
Her.
No.
No?
If we out in the wild,
No go.
no go. The last snake.
Like, if it was your dog or the snake?
What do you mean? Like if
Like-
the dog was attacking my snake? Is that what you're saying? 'Cause
Wait, you
for
have-
sure my dog.
You have a
Like-
snake? So if the dog was attacking your snake? That's what you said.
Oh, sorry. If the snake was attacking my dog,
Yeah, what are you going to do?
kill the fucking snake.
Oh.
Actually, fun story. Sorry, Jeffrey. I did kill a snake.
What?
Yeah. Chopped its head off.
What?
With an axe.
With an axe? Mm-hmm. Whoa.
Yeah. We
Not
were
even a
playing-
shovel.
No.
You just
it
had
was-
an axe
it was
laying around?
Easter Sunday.
On East...
Not this Easter Sunday. It was a few Easter Sundays ago. Yeah. I was at my we went to pick up my mom for church. Hallelujah. And,
Amen.
Amen. I was feeling Jesus. And
Jesus said, chop the
Yeah.
snake, chop the head off the snake.
Jesus doesn't fuck with snakes, so I don't fuck with snakes, you know? So, I mean, the snake got Eve, and I was like, no, sir, not today. I'm putting no generational curses on me.
That's true.
Cut it off.
That's true.
I'm not the Eve for you, man. My mom was like, yo, big snake in the backyard. And again, I've got a little dog that lives with her because when I lived with my parents, we had a little dog. So I've got a Chorky, which is a Chihuahua Yorkie.
What?
Yeah, merged together.
Okay.
And then
Chorky.
a Chorky.
I love it.
And then my sister has a mini Chihuahua, so Tiny. And my mom was like, yo, big ass snake in the backyard, like big ass snake.
Like how big? What? That sounds relative.
No, big.
So like a couple feet.
Big.
Multiple feet.
I feel like this.
Was it a rat? Well, look at those biceps,
This is-
though. Hey, might as well
Like
just
they-
flex it out right there. Yeah. Hey, get the...
Oh, yeah, he
Yeah.
doesn't even get the tattoo.
Gotta get the
right?
tattoo in
No,
there.
I'm just kidding. No, it was like
Yeah.
big. Like it was
Uh-huh.
like big. And my mom's like, your dad's not home. He's at church. Like,
I need you to make...
Yeah,
I
he's
need
like,
you.
You want to send Lauren in? And I was like, nah, I got this. I got this. And
So you go-
yeah.
So you grab an axe.
My mom's like, all I've got is an axe. And I'm like, give me that sucker.
Mm.
So I got it and I just a few swings through. And I was like,
It took you multiple swings?
so the ground was soft. So like when I hit it, it was like it was wet. So like,
Oh, that poor snake.
I know. I'm so sorry, Jeffrey. Jeffrey's like cringing over here.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God, I know. I'm so sorry.
I'm so
For
sorry.
any animal lovers, okay, listen.
It was necessary.
Here's
Was it,
my
though?
thing. It was because
That's true. Yeah,
my
small
thought
dogs.
is
Was it a rattlesnake?
I don't know what kind of snake it was, but my whole
What if it was like just a little garden snake?
no,
and you
this
just
is
chopped
garden
his head
snakes
off?
like this. No,
I mean,
my
like-
whole thing.
But realistically, like this is like 2 feet.
Jeffrey, Wikipedia that because that's not a garden snakes don't grow that long. I would just like to say that this snake chose the wrong house to cohabitate with because the fear is that it would attack or strangle the little mini Chihuahua and or the Chorky, right? Because like she's like this, right? She's in the backyard, she's playing ball. She's like, yeah, I'm a big yard.
Yeah, and then
Killed.
all of a sudden,
And
ball.
so we
Yeah,
thought-
playing
we
ball just
did
goes bad.
think for the people that are like, don't send PETA on me or anything, right? The PETA people.
Oh, PETA's already coming. It's too late.
People are like, oh, yeah.
We're getting canceled because of this. Thanks.
You're welcome. Sorry. I did try to
At least we made it 6 episodes.
The
That's
thought
further than I thought we were gonna make it.
The thought was to rehome the snake. 100%. The thought was to rehome the snake, but then
without its head.
the other thought is if the snake had already like made a house here, it would come back, right?
Okay.
Like it was like, hey, look, we'll come back.
Okay.
And chill. And it's
Do
like,
snakes make houses?
I mean, yeah. They've
I don't think they made any of those. I'm pretty sure Jeffrey bought those.
But they chill in a certain area.
Burrows,
Yeah.
They burrows?
See?
Well, okay, yeah, like into the ground.
So he's like, hey, yo, this is my house. This is my
fair.
spot. I'm chilling. And
Okay.
it's like, no, you can't because there's dogs here. So it was like dog or the snake.
Did you try to talk to it first?
What do I look like? Ace Ventura Pet Detective to you? Hello, snake.
It sounds like you're having a conversation with an
I
owl.
did. I had a conversation with my mom, and I was like, "Listen, this is serious. What are we gonna do here?
What are we
like? Are we?
What's the action plan?
Yeah, I was like,
Are you sending me in or not?
Are we gonna throw it over the fence and let it live its life on the other side of the fence?
Why didn't you just do that?
Because she was like, it's gonna come back, and I was
But
like,
what if it didn't? You don't know.
We don't know, and we won't know.
That was a strong assumption. You won't know because you chopped its head off.
So what we did is we made an executive decision. It's life or death. It's family. I'm big on loyalty. I'm big on family. No questions asked.
Vin Diesel.
Yeah, no questions asked. Like, what is that show? Our Town. You need like what kind of car you need? You know? Have you ever seen Our Town? Oh, Our Town with.
I'm not taking no more TV show recommendations from your ass ever again.
Go watch Our Town.
No,
Ben
I'm not doing
Affleck
it.
and I forgot the other guy. It's legit. It's a really good movie. I'm not joking.
You're talking about The Town.
I think it's
The
called
bank
Our
robbing
Town.
movie.
Yeah. The
The
Town.
Town.
You seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how he
Yeah.
busts in. He's like, "Listen, we got to go
Yeah,
fuck some
yeah,
people up." He's like, "Cool, no questions asked."
Yeah.
That's how I am. Mom, no questions asked.
yeah.
You need the snake gone? Done.
So if I ever kill somebody, like you're there.
Whoa.
Oh.
What is it like on The Office?
Wrong way.
Yeah.
They can see you.
Yeah, no. So it was like, listen, it's either the dogs or the snake, and family's family, so dogs come first. So snake had to go.
That seems fair.
Yeah.
I think that seems fair.
I mean, I think
it seems like you checked all the, you went through the proper procedures.
There's a
Like if
logic
PETA's
to it.
listening to this, they're like, you know what? I think she really thought this through.
I did.
Yeah.
At least I didn't hang its head outside for other snakes to be warned, right?
Dude,
Stick
that
it
would
on a
be
stake
savage.
Viking style, bitches.
That would be savage. Other snakes see it like, oh fuck!
This is
Avoid
why you
that
call me
yard.
aggressive. Is because this is the conversations that I have.
Avoid that yard. Do not
avert. Yeah. No. Mm-mm.
I heard
Yeah.
they behead snakes in that yard.
Yeah.
Like word gets out.
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
it was like.
Were you good over there? What do you got over there?
I mean, I got a little bit left, so you
Okay.
can.
I mean,
pour it
there's
out.
only that last
That's
little bit.
fine.
You want the last little bit?
Yeah, if the cork isn't gonna fall through.
I don't think so.
Boom, boom, got him. Yeah. So I did. I had to break it down for the snake. You know. Can't take this guy anywhere.
Dude, nowhere, bro.
This is why we can't
Yo,
have nice
shout out
things.
to Hunt and Harvest, speaking of which.
For real.
I feel like that name is super,
I like it.
I feel like it goes with the theme of this podcast. Like we have meat that we clearly hunted for.
Harvest
And
the succulent.
Yes, we got the succulent, which I don't think you harvest succulents. What? Okay. What does this plant do? Like, does this plant
What do plants in general do?
photosynthesis, right?
So then photosynthesis.
But what if it doesn't?
Sammy
That's an
is
assumption.
cleaning our air for us.
Oh,
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Like every plant, just by default.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I knew that.
Biology 101, right?
Yeah, I mean, I took biology. Shout out to
But
Miss
did you?
Ramirez. Oof, she was smoking hot.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Jeffrey's like, God damn it.
Hey, but she was, though. She was the head cheerleading
I
coach.
don't think I ever had a really good teacher.
Oh,
Actually,
I had multiple. So, ninth grade biology. I was in 10th grade. But ninth grade class because, different school systems, different.
Right.
Yeah. I failed. Shut up. I didn't fail shit. Okay, I went to a more advanced school, and then I came to a less advanced school, and then they put my ass backwards.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that doesn't make sense. I guess it would be the other way around, huh? I guess I went from a less
you
advanced.
failed.
Yeah, I went.
That's cool.
Yeah, you're right.
Miss Ramirez.
Miss Ramirez. So 9th grade, Miss
Yeah.
Ramirez. Yo, there's gonna be people who listen to this that are gonna agree because they were in the same class. I know, Dominic. You know, we talked about this the other day. And then 3rd grade math teacher.
3rd grade? What the fuck? I am like,
don't ask me
way
how I
out
remember
of
her.
it because in 3rd grade, I was not thinking about if my teacher was like, huh or not.
Bro.
Dude, I was ready for the playground, son.
There's almost no time guys don't think that.
Really?
I was in kindergarten with 2 girls like this.
Really?
Yeah, walking down the sidewalk.
Oh, no.
Oh, dude. I've been at it since kindergarten.
And that was, if I went, like, kindergarten, I was thinking, like, who I could trade my, like, Cheetos for, you know? Like, where could I get the Twinkies? You know, the
I was
cosmic
seeing how
brownies.
far. I was seeing
like,
how far I could swing. Did y'all play?
Oh, you jump off the swings?
Oh, duh.
Oh, for sure.
Oh.
I
It was
actually.
all for distance. For sure.
So I played soccer during the things. We had like trees that we would play, and it would be like boys versus girls. And yeah, I would just fuck some kids up. I was like,
savage.
yeah.
So you've been a
like,
savage for forever.
Oh yeah, like all the other girls, like, let's go play house, and I'm like, no.
Dude, I feel like I got all my hoeing out in like kindergarten in the 1st, 2nd grade,
Yeah.
and then just from then on, you know, just I was a one person kind of person. I got it all out of my system when I was young.
See, and this is where like I go back. I've always had like. I've had like maybe 3 or 4 like tight girls that are my friends, and then the rest are just dudes because I don't do the drama.
Yeah, you just one
like,
of the bros.
I'm obviously shit at flirting, so I'm like, meh, whatever. I mean, even relationships, because I remember so like I know you guys had talked about like relationships, I think on Sophia's podcast.
We did, yeah.
And
we talked about hitting on girls or
Yeah.
hitting on or not even
in
just
the
girls.
gym,
Hitting on people at the gym.
yeah. And like, I know a lot of girls are like, oh, you're friends with so and so, especially in high school. Like high school is when it got like real.
Yeah.
Like shit got real. Like I remember in high school, this kid, we were friends for like forever. Like I talked to guys, but I never really like dated guys.
Okay.
Like I was just like skirt. Like when I got to the whole like, oh, you should be my girlfriend, and I was like, oh,
maybe not.
swerve it. Soccer season's coming up. Can't.
I respect it.
I had two boyfriends like my whole high school. Like that was it. And I think I've only dated 4 guys in total. I'm married 2 of them, so
so 50% chance.
50% chance that I'll either marry you or just date you. You know, I know what I want. Kind of. Just kidding. No. So yeah. So I just like I never really like when people would get past that talking phase. I was like, I don't like it. It just like it freaks me out. Like
It can be a little nerve-wracking.
I think it's just like. I liked the options. Like I did it not like, oh, I wanted to like play the field, but it's like I don't want to check in with nobody. I don't want to have to be like, oh yeah, well, I'm going to go to so and so's house or this and that, or like these are my plans. This is what I'm doing.
But I also think people don't. I don't think people realize that you can be in a relationship and still live that way.
100. That's what we do.
I know.
Like,
that's why I respect it. Yeah.
He's like.
That's what I was getting at, kind of, because y'all are exactly like that.
Oh yeah.
Like both of y'all do what the fuck y'all want.
Yeah, but there's like a mutual there's a mutual agreement. Is like, you want to go and do this? Cool. I'm gonna go and do this. Cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna go and do this together.
But also, I'm assuming both of y'all are fairly confident human beings. Because I feel like a lot of those issues come from insecurities.
Oh, 100. Like, I 100% trust him, like with my life.
Yeah.
Like,
he knows what he's coming home to.
Exactly. That, and it's like, and if you fuck up, nobody will ever find your body. So, it's simple. Like, I'm just kidding.
That's true, too.
But
No,
it's
you're
like,
not
no,
kidding,
like...
though.
Low-key, but seriously.
You're not kidding, though.
No, but it's like, listen, if you... And we've had these conversations before because I think it's important for people to like have conversations of trust.
Communication.
Yeah. It's huge.
Communication.
Huge.
Talk to each other.
Yeah. But it's simple. It's like, listen, like if you ever cross this boundary, like I'm done, because these are the standards that I have for myself. These are the standards that I have for you, and these are the standards that I have for our relationship. And I know what I bring to the table. And if you're willing to sacrifice that for somebody else, then you're not for me. And I think that, you know, in any relationship, like, that is number one.
Key.
And just having like that communication as far as like, what are your boundaries? Like, these are certain things that, you know, I like or dislike, and talking is 100% like it. I mean, you have to be able to communicate your feelings, because it's just,
I think I said it in the last podcast, but I'm gonna say it again. If that's the person that you chose to be with, why would you not tell them? Like, why would you not talk about everything?
Yeah,
like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't enjoy talking to your significant other.
Yeah.
Like, why? That should be like, I mean, when you get home, that should be something that you...
That's your person.
Yeah, that should be something you look forward to. Yeah. Like, you should look forward to coming home and then just telling that person, and vice versa. Like, it should be exciting to come home to that person.
Right. It's one of those things that it's like, I think a big thing about relationships is like never taking anything for granted.
Yeah.
Because I think the longer you're in relationships, the longer that like the little things get taken for granted, right?
Sure.
Like, my husband mows the lawn. Like, that's his job. It's what he does. Like, I'm like, I want nothing to do with the lawn.
Job number one, mow the lawn.
I want to do it. Okay. Right? And so there are times where I know I'll take it for granted, right? Like, I'm like, I come home and like, I never have to do yard work. I never have to take out the trash.
Yeah.
Why?
It's done.
Because he does it for me. He knows I don't like to do it, and so he does it. Like, I think I've taken out the trash in the 5 years that we've been married, maybe like 5 times. Because he's
probably gone.
Yeah, like, it's part of his daily routine.
Yeah.
And like, I wake up and I'm like, wow. Like, sometimes it's like I forget to be thankful for the little things that he does. And I think,
how do you remind yourself those things? Like, what do you do to... Yeah, I mean, I guess essentially just remind yourself of those things.
I think it's just like self-reflection. Like, I think...
Ooh, another common theme of the podcast.
Yeah.
Self-reflection.
You do. Like, there's a lot of times in my life that I mean, my mother-in-law says it best, is like, you gotta put your big girl pants on and just do it. Like, you gotta look yourself in the mirror, and you gotta have a serious talk. You gotta put your big girl pants on, and you gotta go. Mm-hmm. And so I think, like, there are some times where it's like, you get busy, you know, you do day-to-day stuff, or stress, or outside things influence like relationships and all this other stuff, and you forget that like that person is like your home, and you've got to protect it. Like, I see people on like social media, like, I mean, like TikTok stars or what, and they're like bashing like their ex or the person that they're with, or, you know, you'll see women that are like, oh yeah, well, my husband doesn't do this, or, but like Real Housewives of any show, basically, you know, like reality TV shows, again, air quotes. And they're like bashing their significant other. And like, I saw this post once, and it was like, I don't want to be in a culture or a society that bashes the person that I'm supposed to protect. Like, that's my person, and like, your name and your character will always be safe with me. Like, no matter what, solid, done. I got your back, you got mine, you're a part of my pack, and like, no matter what happens, like, I'm never gonna shit talk you. Yeah. And I think we get into this role where like, you just start flowing with it, and it's like, oh yeah, well, he doesn't do this. Oh, well, he doesn't do this. And then it's like, yeah, but think of all the stuff that he does do. You know, like, that man goes to work and provides for our family so that we can take care of our dog. That man takes out the trash because he knows I hate it. That man mows the lawn because he knows I do not want to be outside dealing with the lawnmower.
It's hot as fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he lets me lay in the backyard and tan, and he will mow around me, and then I'll be like, hey, can you move? And I'll move, and then he'll mow right where my spot is. Like, he lets me be me and appreciates me because I'm a lot. Like, and I 100% know
Just a
it.
little bit.
Like, and that's where it's like, I think you have to have those self-reflections of like, it's easy to do the woe ways me. He doesn't do this. She doesn't do this. Like, and start nitpicking. But if you flip it around and you think of everything that they do actually do,
Not even that. Just take a step back and think about what the fuck do I bring to the table?
Right.
Bro, there's some people bitching, and I'm like, what do you bring?
Oh, yeah.
What do you bring?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, it's huge to know, like, what each other's love language is. Because there's, like, there's, like, 5 different love languages, right? There's, like, affection, like the touch. There's words of affirmation. There's acts of service. There's... like, I don't know, whatever the other 2 are.
Are those like the...
They're like legit.
Oh, those are like the legal definitions of love language?
Yeah.
Love language.
I'll use Jeffrey for a little Google. Love languages. Yeah. There's like touch, words of affirmation, acts of service.
Receiving gifts.
Receiving gifts.
Ooh.
And
Quality
quality time.
time.
Quality time.
Yeah.
Ooh, date night.
Date night.
How often y'all do date night?
We usually try to do it every Friday.
Damn. So guys, multiple reoccurring themes of the podcast that I want y'all to take home. Self-reflection.
Yeah.
I feel like there was one more in between. Fuck. Anyways, self-reflection. There was one in between, and date night.
Communication.
Communication.
Because I watched the podcast.
Thank you. There we go. Hey, shout out to Tyra.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And date night. Date night is so important.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't y'all go out?
Yeah. Sometimes it's not even like, honestly, sometimes it's not even going out. Sometimes it's like,
Just
for us, it's like
setting aside time.
Yeah.
Just where it's just y'all.
Like,
no
we go
phones,
upstairs
no nothing.
and-
You watch you watch y'all's favorite TV show, or you
Yeah.
go out to eat, or whatever it is. It doesn't
Right.
fucking matter. It's just quality time.
yeah. It's so important to like, basically just like let the world fall away.
Yeah.
And it's just you and that person.
I don't think it's coincidence that everybody I know who I admire their relationship all say the same things. You are saying the same thing Sophia said a couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
Everyone in a relationship who is genuinely happy all say the same thing. Yet there's so many people in a relationship who aren't happy and refuse to do any of these things.
I think it's hard because I think society now is very like I had said, very like they want it. Like it's done. It like very
No work. I don't
Yeah.
want to put no work in.
Yeah. And like that's the thing is just
Put in
like
the work. Just a little
marriage is
effort.
work.
Oh, it's all work.
Relationships are
People just
work.
give up. They're just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
It's just easier not to do it.
And like that's where like
It's bullshit.
to be
I'm
honest,
salty.
like
Sorry.
but to be honest, like I didn't want to put in the work the first time, and
And look
Look
where that
where that
got
got
you.
me.
That got you married for 8 months, and then you had to break some dude's heart.
Yeah.
That poor bastard.
I know, con.
I feel bad for him.
Well, you know.
Damn. That dude. Man, that sucked.
But he's good now. He's chilling.
No, he's
doing
not.
his
He's
thing.
clearly
I
not. He
know.
still doesn't talk to you.
He's
He's
still
not
salty.
happy. He's still mad.
But
He's just with that other woman for just show. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna show
no,
Tyra.
You know what's gonna be
I'm gonna show
funny
Tyra.
is if
I got
you
over
actually
it
know
too.
him.
Oh, I do?
I don't know, but if you did, that's gonna be funny as fuck.
I don't think so.
I'm not gonna say his name on here.
All right,
but
y'all
yeah.
tell me later. Okay, yeah, y'all tell me later. I don't think I do though.
I don't know. Maybe
He goes to the gym?
No.
Then how
not
else
our
would I
gym.
know him?
said not our gym.
I know, but how? Okay, so how else would I know?
There's ways.
Maybe I do.
There's ways.
He probably watch right after this. Right after this, he's gonna pop up on my Instagram. Follow,
God.
and I'm gonna be like, yes, please. And then I'm gonna message him and be like, so how did it? Hey, you want to come on a podcast and talk about how Tyra married you for 8 months and then fucking ditch your ass?
Any negative comments or dislikes on this video? We see you. We see you. Just kidding. No, like, I mean, it's no, but I mean, like, literally, like. If you don't want to put in the work and you don't want to put in the effort, like, you're not going to get, like, I'm a big believer in, like, what you put in, you get out. And so if you're just putting, like, half-ass into it, you're going to get half-ass out. And, like...
Well, you know how everybody says the only guarantee in life is death and taxes?
Oh, yeah.
Well, hard work pays off is another guarantee.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is hard cohabitating with somebody else. Like
extremely difficult.
I've
never done it, but I would imagine it's difficult.
Yeah, it's like it's not like you're. He's like
yeah, it's difficult.
Lucky your wife doesn't watch these. Just kidding.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, Jeffrey Roth's over there, like just nodding frantically, like yes, it fucking is.
At the same time, there are very good things.
Yeah,
right.
Of course.
Like it's like. I mean, it's like...
I was going to say something, I guess, somewhat inappropriate for my mom and grandma who listen to this.
Ooh, don't do it for the mom and the grandma. Say it anyways, do it.
Nah, it's too late. It's too late. The moment passed.
Did it, though?
It did.
Jeffrey, we can
And
cut
just
it,
killed
can't
it.
we?
And you just killed it.
Yeah, no, I think it's just like...
Dude, this shit's so good.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so simple.
Wait, which one is it?
I don't even know.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that one?
The Applegate Trio.
Dude.
Uncured salami.
So simple, but so delicious.
Yeah. It's like natural.
We're having a
stuff, too.
full-blown...
It's
like
a meat.
we're having a beautiful meal right now.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Like we're eating meat. We're getting the protein.
Sammy's in it.
We got... Sammy is spectating.
Yeah.
We have Skittles for our fuel. And then we got wine. Bunch of fruit, antioxidants. Like, dude, I mean, this is a complete meal.
I mean, you're
I
welcome.
think people are tripping. They're like, you can't be healthy and eat delicious. I mean, we're eating a plate full of meat, some Skittles, and drinking some wine.
Protein and fats right there, bro.
Oh, yeah, we're looking great.
Hitting them.
Yeah.
Hitting those macros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, where were we?
Relationships.
But what were we just talking about?
How you weren't going to say some shit because it was bad for your grandma and your mom.
I feel like we were past that. No?
Y'all trying to bring it up? Oh,
Oh, no.
No, like society these days. I think like the Tinder and the all that stuff. I mean, like, God help me if I had to date
it's
in
terrible.
this society.
I
would
it's
be
terrible.
Single.
Oh,
I couldn't do it,
I am.
bruh.
It's terrible.
I just I couldn't. Like Snapchat, swipe left, swipe right. Like
Oh shit.
I'm very old fashioned, and like I feel like
I feel that. My wife.
I was like, damn, announcement.
By the way, I'm married. Out of nowhere, just
Your
went single to
future
married.
wife.
No. My sister always tells me. My sister told me.
I'd just like to say that's really awkward because you said my wife, my sister. I was not expecting that. Like ex-girlfriend, maybe. But you just went from wife to sister. And you're afraid to say some shit on here to your grandma and your mom. Like, okay, all right.
I'm mad you couldn't just let me live right there. Like, why couldn't you just make?
Oh,
Why couldn't you just let me make it?
That's
Like,
not
why'd
who
you
I
have?
am.
Why'd you have to notice?
Because I feel like I was getting the heat from Jeffrey over here. Like I was getting it. Sammy was eyeballing me too. Like, yo, you gonna point that out? And like, part of me was like, don't say it.
Don't say it.
And then
Don't
I
say
was
it.
like,
And then the devil on your shoulder is like, say it.
Do it. It's not who you are.
No. So my sister's always like, you need a foreign woman for that exact reason because it's just more old fashioned, I guess. And
Yeah. What's wrong
I
with
feel like-
American Made, bruh?
there's nothing
Oh, okay.
other than the fact that no, it's not even, it's not even that.
Fired.
It's not-
Could you pull the knife out of my back? Just stab me in the heart here. Okay.
No, it's not even that. No.
Hopefully this podcast is international because you just
Oh,
lost
for sure.
a bunch of fucking women.
No.
on this
No,
shit.
she found a. I don't even remember where the fuck I was going with that.
Oh, your wife.
point-
Sorry, your sister.
Look, the point. Okay, the point is I don't even know what the fucking point is at this point.
That
No, I mean I know what I
International
said,
woman?
but I don't even know what the point is at this point.
that you feel like overseas they're different than
No,
what
it's
they
not
are
even
here.
that. No, it's not that they're different.
I was
It's
gonna
just
say the
that,
internet's
like what you said,
everywhere.
old fashioned, but not in a bad way, not in like a stereotypical gender role
I
bad
think
way,
it's
but
like
more so in like a
Meeting.
you want to put in the effort, like you want to be with a person that you thoroughly enjoy, and you're willing to put in the effort and put in the work to thoroughly enjoy that person.
I think it's
And some people, a lot of people, don't want to put. I don't even know if it's not even put in that work, but they don't even want to take the time or the effort to just say, "Fuck it, let's just try it, see what happens."
I think it's generational though, right? Like, what's that YouTube video where he's like, built different? Or the TikTok, he's like, I'm just built different.
And then the girl cracks
Yeah.
the egg.
No, I think I do. I think it's generational that like everything now is so technology based and so human interaction with people. Like when I was growing up, I didn't text anybody or like I ran down the street barefoot, knocked on my friend's door and was like, "Hey, want to go play?" And we'd play until the street lights went out and then come home and that was it, right? Like, I mean, I didn't get a cell phone until I was like 16,
Sure.
you know?
Sure.
And then even then it was like you had to press 7 times to get a fucking tea, you know? And you're like, God dang, like I'd rather just call you, you know? Yes, I can come to the movies. Like, no, I'm just gonna call you, bro. Like I'm not gonna text you back. Like,
I know what you're talking
you
about.
know what I'm saying? You're like, yes, whoa. And then like if you
When it was like
you,
the number pad, and you had to press it
if
3
you hit
times
9
to hit the
one more
S.
time and hit the Z, you're like, damn it, I gotta hit all these again. Yeah, like it was a lot of work.
There's people listening to this podcast that don't even know what those days
Oh
were.
no! Oh my God! Educate yourself because
Having a razor
those
phone.
were the real struggles.
Having a razor phone and having to hit
yeah.
the space.
Flipping it open too much and then the side breaks and your screen's all jacked. Yeah, no, it's not okay. Ugh. Yeah, so it's like, I mean, everything is like, there's no tone, there's no facial interactions. Like, that's what I was telling him earlier. Is like, I don't really listen to the Spotify. I watch the YouTubes because I love to see people's reactions and I love to see like the interactions between people. Plug, if you're not watching, you should watch on YouTube anyways. So there you go. You're welcome.
Yeah. So if you made it 2 hours in, you should just stop right now and go to the YouTube version. And remember to subscribe and like and comment.
Yeah, for sure. Share it with all your friends.
And just, no, you don't even have to share it with all your friends. Just tell one person.
Share it with all your friends.
Okay, share it with all your friends.
No, so like for real, I think it's like, it's crazy because like Instagram, like Facebook's like a thing of the past, right?
Is
like,
it though?
I feel like it is.
I feel like it's still popping.
Like, yeah, grandma poppin', I guess.
That's fair.
I think MySpace, that's no longer. Like,
True.
Facebook is the MySpace.
Why has nobody integrated some of the MySpace properties as like putting a track on your page? Like, why hasn't that happened again yet?
Oh my God, dude.
That was a great time.
I would be like, I'd be in my feels. And I'm like,
bro.
oh yeah.
You came to my page.
song.
You came to my page, and it was definitely Fall Out Boy for sure.
Oh yeah.
100%.
I think if you go to my page still, if it's on there, it's probably like Secondhand Serenade or something like that. So I'm not that sad anymore, guys. I'm just letting you know.
I know. Like, I guess my emo stage was like 9th, 10th grade.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, straight Mayday Parade.
Oh, I love some
Fall
Mayday
Out
Parade.
Boy.
Yeah.
Fall Out Boy. Wow. Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
Listening to Screamo covers.
Okay. Yeah.
Which, dude, I've listened to so much of that band.
Our Last Night?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like, faves. I'm telling you.
Just bringing back good old memories of just listening to Screamo covers.
I love
The Humble
different...
one is my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
It's my
I
favorite.
like different genres of music. Like,
I like it all, except for country music.
oh,
I know.
heartache.
Sorry.
Texas girl here, you can't
Yeah, I
do
know.
that.
My bad.
I
My bad.
love me some country. Ooh.
No.
Texas country.
I like
gotta-
country pop. I know. I'm gonna
Country pop? Who the hell?
I know.
Who
So
the hell's country
you're gonna
pop?
you're gonna be mad at me, but I like Florida Georgia Line.
I mean, they're okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's more my style. I can get down with that, but I can't get down with the honky tonky fucking. Oh,
Listen,
I can't get down
you
with
get yourself
the
on
tractor
the lake
riding. No,
and
no, it doesn't matter where I'm at.
oh,
None
a
does
cold
matter.
Bud Light in your hands.
What the fuck I look
just-
like drinking Bud Light?
I don't know. You look like a fucking Texas person.
No,
Yeah.
not from
oh my
here.
God.
Not
I just-
from
no.
here. Definitely not drinking a Bud Light.
Oh yeah.
I need a Blue Moon or something. I'm a classy bitch.
Oh my God. Pinky's up. Can't take you
Yeah,
nowhere.
exactly. Pinky's
No.
far up. Ain't no drinking no Bud Light.
Oh my God.
Bud Light. You might as well drink Keystone at that point.
Bro, I used to drink Keystone.
Well, I know. I can tell.
Crush them.
just
Shotgun that. Champion. Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, I'm not real picky when it comes to it, but
Are you good at beer pong?
ooh, the longer I go, the better I am. I have played
I feel like that's
champagne
most
pong
people.
once.
Champagne
Oh, it's
pong.
terrible idea.
How long did that last?
Like 2 rounds.
I feel like that's like playing wine pong.
ooh, it was rough.
Oh, that'd be bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm feeling.
you only
I'm
live-
feeling good, and we finished. I mean, we
You only
split the
live
bottle, but I'm
once,
feeling
though,
good.
right?
That's true.
Like, Yeah. I mean, not
Well,
that
at that
it
point, you
matters.
should just play whiskey pong.
I mean,
That'd be a terrible idea. Don't do it.
yeah, I know. But when I was like, I wasn't even 20.
You were
I think
over.
it was
You
like
were over
15.
age.
I
Nope.
was
Hey,
overage.
she
Yeah,
was
yeah, for
over
sure.
age.
I was over age. Yeah, no, I was
She was over the legal drinking age.
for sure. Yeah, no, it was. I mean, it's just one of those times you're like, yeah, sure, whatever, let's do it, and that's all they had, and I was like, I mean, who am I to complain, right? Like a little rebel here. So, yeah, no, I mean, champagne pong was definitely not my best idea, but
No.
it brings great memories, you know,
Oh,
fun stuff.
college was a good time.
Yeah,
Where'd you go to college?
I
Go to
did
college?
I did a year at St. Edward's. Yeah,
St. Edward's. That's here
Yeah.
in Austin.
yeah, oh yeah.
Down south.
I told
The
you.
Catholic school.
Born and raised. Oh yeah, I'm not Catholic, but I actually failed my religion class. I think
How do you fail your religion class?
because it's like Catholic religion.
But shouldn't that be like against the rules?
Yeah, they definitely didn't like it. I was supposed to take it again the next semester, and I was like, yo, no, no, thank you. Yeah, it was. I mean, like I know like Bible verses. I definitely grew up in the church. I think I just took a different path.
Mhm.
Like I would say that I'm not like super. I've got tattoos and stuff. So I don't want to be like that person that's like old school,
Yeah.
like Bible thumping
Mhm.
Christian type thing.
But you're spiritual. You have a
Yeah, I
It
believe
plays a role. It plays a role in your life.
Yeah, I believe that things happen for a reason. I believe that there's
They do.
a purpose for everything. I believe that there's, a higher power, and I think that there's a grand scheme of things, and there's like a plan for everybody. I think that you have to a little bit in some way think that there's like something else out there, because like I think it gives you something to strive for, whether it's God or Buddha or whatever, whatever your religion is. I think that having something that will like hold you or keep you accountable is key.
Oh, everybody needs something.
Yeah.
Everybody, even someone who's not religious, they have to have. You have to
There's
have
a moral compass.
You have to have something.
Yeah.
Like there has to be something.
Otherwise,
that,
it's total anarchy.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I feel like you can't operate.
Right.
I feel like everyone has to have like something guiding them.
There's a right and there's a wrong, and it's like that's just it. Like I mean, I don't like to get into whole like spirits and ghosts and shit, because like no, thank you, sir, please.
But-
Nope.
But
Bro, you already brought me in a room full of reptiles.
that's
like,
true.
No.
But
Mm-mm.
there's definitely ghosts. No?
I don't know.
What about aliens?
I mean, is there other life forms out there? Maybe.
Dude,
Maybe.
have you not watched any of the recent alien
listen,
alien documentaries?
I ain't trying to have nobody probe me, none of that, or the whole no, I don't want no spirits, no nothing. I just we cool. We Gucci, yo.
But okay, so
it's
what if an alien came down tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Would you be cool with it? Would you just be hot, say what's up? Would you try to get to know it?
We're just gonna beam himself down and be like, "Sup, chick?"
Yeah, what if he's super cool?
I mean,
what if you're the first person to befriend an alien?
I mean, maybe.
That's pretty cool.
I just.
what if he comes down and he just shakes your hand and he's like, "Hi, I'm Bob."
And I'd be like, well, what the fuck you doing, Bob?
And he's just like, I just wanted to come explore Earth. I'm from Uranus.
I'd be like, Bob. I'd be like, Bob, yo, you chose the wrong chick. This is too much, son. Beam yourself back up. Hit the next red light. Somebody else behind me.
But what if But what if Bob was super cool though? What if he was super cool though?
Well, cool.
What if he was like, hey, let's go work out tomorrow?
Hell no! Well, then I gotta explain to people why I got an alien walking around.
No. He's just like, hey, just meet me.
Meet me in your garage. We work out together.
What if he has a super high tech gym on his spaceship?
Okay, for sure then. Wait, on his spaceship?
Yeah.
Who do you think I am? The person that's gonna hop in the van that says candy on the side? No.
He's not gonna take you
not
with you.
Today, Bob. Not today.
What if he promises he's not gonna take you with you? Take you with him.
You think I'm gonna fucking trust an alien? I don't know this guy.
Why not?
Why not?
Why wouldn't you trust him? That's fucked up.
Jeffrey, can we Google why you wouldn't trust an alien?
Why wouldn't you trust him?
Okay, let me flip the script on you. Okay.
Yes.
No, not even. No, we're not doing aliens anymore. We're just doing. Okay. Homie comes up to you and is like, "Yo, bro, let's go work out in my house."
I feel like I always find myself in these situations. Hold on, no. I feel like I always find myself in these
into guys' houses.
No, not okay, maybe not specifically.
Can we get a side camera for Jeffrey's reactions?
Yo, we need a camera. We need a camera on Jeffrey because I feel like a good portion of the episode he's sitting over there nodding in agreement, and then there's some parts where he's shaking his head, and there's some parts where he's laughing. I feel like we need a camera on Jeffrey. We'll make that happen someday. But no, I feel like I find myself in those weird positions where I feel like sometimes people feel like they can talk to me, right? So I'm coming out of John's gym, where I do Muay Thai at, and I'm walking out, and this random dude stops me, and he says, "Hey, can I tell you something?" And I'm like, sure. And then 30 minutes later, I know. So I think I've meant to tell Jeffrey this story, but I've completely forgotten until just now. So I'm walking out of the gym. This guy stops me. Random dude. Never seen him. Never met him. And he's like, "Can I ask you something?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, man."
Oh, no.
And he's like, I don't remember exactly what he said, but he's like, "I'm going to show you this recording." And I'm like, fuck, this dude killed somebody, bro.
No.
And so he shows me this recording, and it's like, he lives at home. He was an older gentleman, maybe late 30s, mid 30s ish. Lives at home.
Okay, I'm just like to say you said older gentleman, and then you said late
older than me.
31. So,
I know you're getting old though. You're
you.
You're pretty old. Yeah, but she's older.
Okay, all right. Jeez, wow.
Yeah, 2 years. That's 2 years of experience.
Okay.
Okay, so older than me.
Okay.
All right. maybe he was even older. I don't know. He looked
You
a
try to
little
change
old.
your story. It's fine.
Look,
The damage has been done.
You're right. That's true. Older gentleman, right? And he whips out his phone and he has this audio recording. And he plays me the recording. And for the first 8 minutes, fucking nothing. It's just dead. Pit, almost no sound. And I'm I got somewhere to be, dude. I legit had somewhere to go too, but I stopped. And I'm listening to this man. And he's talking to me and he's showing me this video recording. Or not, audio recording. And he's okay, yeah, it's coming soon. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. I'm oh, okay. And we get 8-10 minutes deep. And he starts fast forwarding a little bit more. And he's oh, I think this is the part. And then it's his dad or stepdad screaming. And I guess the stepdad beats him. But he's a grown adult. And so I'm a little confused. So now I'm intrigued. So now I'm staying. Right now I'm all right, let me figure out the story. I got to figure it out. And so he's telling me the story or whatever. And he's talking about, shows me the video recording as his dad or stepdad yelling at him. And he says he works for him and does everything he wants. He's still a dick. I don't know. Anyways, he's what would you do? And I was what would I do? I was I would leave.
WWJD. What would Jordan do?
There should be a new segment on the podcast. WWJD. No, but I was I would just leave. I was you're in a car right now. I would just never go back. And he was well, this car isn't mine. And I was dude, I feel I'm about to be incriminated.
You're giving life advice to people that you don't know.
Oh, for real? Yeah. Hey, it's just, I'm just nice. It's just who I am. It's just
There's no background story or anything?
No, nothing. I knew nothing. No.
Cool.
This is legit all I knew about the
Jordan's
dude.
yeah, fuck it, just leave. The guy's no, you don't understand. So much stuff. He's no, this guy on the street. He just told me to leave.
Yeah, he was I think they're watching me right now. And I'm what?
No.
I'm what the fuck? I'm so you're talking to me? What if they come after me? What if they follow me home and then jump me? That'd be terrible.
See, this is why when strangers approach me, I like to give off the please don't talk to me vibe a little bit sometimes. Although I'm a very warm
That's
and inviting
surprising. That's what I was about to
person.
say. That's surprising because
yeah. I love
you're
to
not
talk
really
to
like
people.
that. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But it's just enough to warn off those types
But
of
do
people.
people still really fuck with you though? I really can't imagine.
Like when I what? Like when
Just
I
in
go out or
just in general, I don't know, I just can't imagine some dude walking down the street and be oh, that's the girl I'm gonna fuck with today. Mm-hmm. Still?
Yeah.
Are they crazy?
I get the car honks or the whistles or oh yeah.
Still.
And it's
even,
oh wow.
Even though you could probably kill all of them.
Yeah. People out here testing their lives sometimes. I'm not joking. it happens and
That's
I'm
crazy.
What
is that?
What?
What possesses someone to do that?
Pure insanity.
For real though,
but that's a big thing. I know guys don't really you guys will never
really
understand it.
It sucks.
But
it shouldn't be that way, but
no. And
you
it's
really don't understand. Because I would never, no bullshit, I would never have guessed that you still suffer the same bullshit a woman would suffer who isn't necessarily as physically intimidating as you.
Yeah. It's
that's crazy.
It's there's no filter and they feel like they can just pop off and say whatever they want. Or I remember it was 3 years ago and one of my friends was actually getting married and I ring on everything. I was with my best friend. We were out at a club. We were drinking and these two guys came to hit on us. And he was trying to grab on my arm and everything. And I was just bro, I will fuck your shit up right now. Like, I'm not here to play with you.
He didn't feel them
Like,
guns? Like,
no,
you didn't
yeah,
get the hint?
I know. I was like, I don't understand
Yeah, I know,
what's
like,
going
you're
on.
not
So,
feeling
like,
like-
do I need to hit you with the flex again? Or like, but it's like, I don't know if they take it as like a challenge.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I'm
That's
going
what it has
to see
to
if
be.
I can, get this girl. And it's like,
But that's the marriage. Like, it's a challenge because you have a wedding ring on. But I still don't understand the fact that you could probably kill the majority of them.
yeah, I don't understand it. I'm just like, I feel like I'm very polite and nice in a way that it's like, okay, this is like, we're moving on. And like, once you cross a boundary, like, again, going back to like the loyalty thing, like, loyalty is my number one. Like, that is huge to me. Like, you're in my circle. Like, I am ride or die for you. Like, I don't care. Like, Lauren will laugh at me all the time because like my sister will like have drama with somebody.
Yeah, she deactivated. She's announced today.
Yeah.
I don't follow her, but
yeah, she's deactivating her Instas and stuff. Yeah.
And she said that she's deactivating everything.
Yeah, she's going silent for a while. Zero
Even
dark
her
30 for a little bit.
Even her dog's Instagram.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
You got to keep that going for the brand.
I know.
Got to. You get
But
free
it's
dog
like-
treats or something.
I mean, it's like she'll message me or she'll be like, something like that'll happen. And it's like, hey, what happened? And she's like, well, whatever, like stress, drama, all this stuff. But she'll call me sometimes. Oh, sorry. She'll call me sometimes and be like, yeah, like so-and-so said this. And it's like, all right, cool. We don't fuck with Caroline no more. And like, I'll come home and I'm like, hey, fuck Caroline. And Lauren's like, who's Caroline? And I'm like, I don't know. But
I don't know, but she
Kendall
pissed my
doesn't like
sister
her,
off.
so we don't like her. Like, and he's like, that's not how it works. I'm like, yes, it is. Blood is blood, yo. Like, it is the same thing. Like, I am loyal, like, to a fault. Like, Austin will not like somebody. I'm like, fuck him. I don't like him. Michael not like somebody. I'm like, I don't like him. Like, I go to bat for my people.
That's
and
hilarious.
like, I am like ride or die. And like, there'll be times where Lauren will be like, your sister's in the wrong, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, for sure, 100%. Doesn't matter. And like, I'll tell her, like, hey, yo, you know, she didn't do anything wrong. She's like, yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, I know. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm like, all right, cool. As long as you know that, yeah, fuck her. We don't like her.
That's hilarious. Dude.
Like, so it's not like I don't tell people that they're in the wrong, but it's like, you don't like them, I don't like them. Like, you don't go with them, I don't go with them. And like, again, there's that like loyalty point. So like, I feel like when somebody crosses the line, in like, even gets close to that line of like my relationship, it's like, skirt. You're pushing your luck. Like,
That's funny,
I'll get heated. And like, a lot of times, like, it's funny because like I'm probably more the outspoken one in our relationship as far as like, what is that new like TikTok trend where it's like, talk to me, I'll talk back.
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't. Okay. I couldn't tell you.
But like, that's like me. And like, I remember one time like,
eat these?
no, go ahead. Go.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. I mean, you already started reaching for them. So
Yeah,
it's cool.
thanks. I'll just make sure.
So like, we were at a bar one time and these girls were like flirting with, it was like with Lauren and like this other guy that we were like out with as like a group of friends of ours. And my friend's like, that doesn't bother you. I'm like, no, he's got it. Like, I know he's annoyed by them because of their, like, his body language. He's like trying to pull away and these girls aren't seeing it. So like, I'm gonna let him handle his shit. Like, I'm not gonna overstep my boundary. He's got it. And like, these girls were not getting the hint. Like, they were like backing up. Lauren's like, yeah, no, we gotta bounce. We gotta go. And like, this girl's like, oh yeah, okay, like, well, we'll come with and blah, blah, blah. And like, where are y'all going next? And all this stuff. And my friend was like, really? And I'm like, hey, until he gives me the nod, like, I'm cool.
Yeah,
I'm
I need
chilling.
you to step in.
So like, we were all leaving and like, Lauren just like passes me and he's like, they're not getting it. And I was like, cool, I got you. And like, he walks by,
this.
our other friend walks by, and like, these two girls started to pass. And I was like, skirt. I was like, yo, fun fact, that's my husband. Back the fuck off. We good? And she was just like, just so straight faced, like, oh shit, like sobered her up. And I was like, we're leaving, you're staying. You cool?
You're
and
not
she's
coming.
like, oh yeah, I'm so sorry. I was like, no. Like, you don't have to say sorry. Like,
it's okay.
Just
know you're not coming.
don't follow us when we leave. And she's like, oh my God. And I was like, yeah, no. But it's like that's, I'm like cool up until a point and it like draws that line. But like, there are guys out there that like keep pressing and like keep going. And it's like, enough. Like, no. And when a female says no or anybody says no, it just means no. It's not like, hey, it's not a challenge.
Yeah.
Like, hey, keep trying, or hey, just not right now. I'm like, no, like, I'm not into you. And it's like, it's so sometimes it'll it triggers them and they're like, oh, you're a bitch, or you're this, or you're that. And it's like,
it's also always so weird.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, I just, like, I'm a bitch because I don't like you. Like, it has nothing to do with that.
I'm a bitch because I'm married.
Yeah. Like, I'm like, you're not my person. And I would never do anything to, like, destroy that relationship. Yeah. Like, you're not worth it.
I'm
Sorry,
married.
Kid. Yeah. Like, it's crazy to me, like, when I see, like, I mean, I see it, like, a lot in just society in general. Like, they just keep pushing. And it's like, like, again, like, even in my own neighborhood, like, you'll get, like, honks or whistles. And it's like, bro, what the, like, come on, yo.
In
like,
my own neighborhood?
Yeah.
Like, damn.
I'm just trying to walk. Like, like, you see my dogs. Like, B, you see me. At what point do you think, like, me and your fucking minivan are gonna, like, chill together? You know? Like, you got your fucking, like, polo button up, like, Kenneth Cole shit going on. I'm, like, fully tatted. Not fully tatted, but, like, I got my tattoos.
She got a half sleeve. I'm fully tatted.
I got 6 tattoos, but whatever.
She got face tats or something.
Yeah, like, fully tatted. No, like, I got, like, I mean, I've got, like, I wouldn't say I have that, like, suburban mom vibe going on with me, you know? Like, blonde hair, blue eyes. Like, I'm, like, dark hair, whatever. Like, pit bulls. Yeah, like, I'm here to, like, crush your soul and make you cry. I'm not here to, like, be your fantasy here, dude. Like, no, sorry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, like, what makes you think that's gonna, I don't get it. Like, I'm like, I don't give a shit about your car.
I can't tell you.
I don't care about your money. Yeah. Like, I don't give a shit about any of that. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I make my own fucking
It's
money.
usually the age group between about 35 and 50. And they make a little bit of cash.
Yeah.
Nothing usually even that crazy.
Yeah.
They make a little bit of money. They've been divorced. And they get this, I don't even know, like, maybe arrogance or, like, overly confident, or they just don't give a fuck no more.
Yeah.
We get those guys, and you can always tell, like, when we get them as a customer, you can always tell pretty quickly. Like, I had this dude, they're always just so overly vulgar. Like, they're just, like, it's always the same characteristics. They tell you how much they make.
Ugh.
Yes. Yeah. They tell you how much they make. They always say, yeah, you know, like, I need a couch, and then I need, like, a cuddler chair, you know, for when the girls come over. It's always the same story. Ew. Always. It's always the same story. I had a guy recently, he was telling me a story, and like I said, they're always just so vulgar. They're like, yeah, I was telling her I was going couch shopping, and she said, oh, well, you got to get a leather couch. And he said, oh, goddamn, bitch, good thing you suck a good dick. And I was just like, dog, we're in a furniture store, man.
What is wrong with you? No. That's where it's like, if you are sharing what happens, like, between us, no, sir. You know, like, it's just, oh, no, I can't. Those people are...
Oh, it's always the same characteristics, though.
But it's like, I don't understand. Like, why? Why do you feel the need to whistle at me? Like,
It's a weird one.
Or honk or make like it's like if you think I'm pretty,
Okay.
great, thank you.
What are you gonna get from the honk?
Right.
Like what?
What do you think? I'm just gonna shout out my number?
Wait,
Hey!
what's supposed to happen? So they honk, right? They're
I'm like,
driving.
you're still fucking driving. You're in the car.
You're walking at like 3 miles per hour.
Does it look like a cheetah to you? Like
You gotta chase him down. Are you
hey.
Are you supposed
Like-
to chase the car down? Like, oh shit, the honk!
Yeah.
Hey, come back!
You're who I want to marry. How'd you meet? He honked at me. Like what? No, he whistled at me out of his car. Or
And I just found it so attractive.
yeah. No,
I've never heard a relationship story start like that.
no,
Not a
'cause
good one,
it's-
at least.
No, those are like not those.
But,
Are
but really, though,
terrible
what is supposed to
stories.
happen after the honk? Like, are you supposed to start like fingering off your phone number? And he's supposed to catch it in the rearview
Yeah.
mirror and just write it down. I got this.
I'm like, bro, you're going down a hill too.
You
Like,
can't even see me no more.
yeah, my dog is like taking a shit right now. Like, what are we doing? No, no thanks.
You're bending over to pick it up. You got a handful of shit, and they're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
honk, honk.
I just
It's
want to
so
throw
hot.
it at them. I'm like, oh god, it's terrible. Like, I don't know.
You ever stop them and just ask them?
No, I just flick them off.
Oh, that works too.
Like, I don't care. If you're gonna be
I
that, I'm
kind of
just
want to
gonna
know
give
now,
you.
though. Now that we broke it down like that, I kind of want to
Hey,
know what goes
excuse
through
me,
their
sir.
head.
As you hit the stoplight right at our what was your plan here?
What was your plan? So
Can
you
I just
honked.
ask you?
Okay, so you honked, and then what did you expect to
Yeah.
happen? Were you
Is that
expecting
your-
me to
yeah.
like lift my shirt off and
Yeah,
like flash
like
you
what
my
is this? Girls
titties?
Gone Wild? We live in the fucking suburbs here. Like, what are you talking about?
Like, what was supposed to happen?
Yeah, I live in Georgetown, Texas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what you're expecting here, kid. Like, it's crazy. I don't understand it. I just
I don't know either. If you're listening to this and you're one of those dudes,
Stop it.
Oh, well, yeah, stop it. But please explain to me your thought process first, and then stop it. But I gotta know. I gotta know why.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta know, like, what's the plan?
Why are you waiting?
Like, I really want to know what the plan is.
Yeah, that's I mean, I've never even thought of it that way. Like,
What's the plan?
idea
Yeah, like,
behind it?
are they just doing it to do it? Like, to do it?
I
Or,
want to let you know. Did
or
you
they-
get cute?
yeah, or...
I'm gonna see you pick your kid up in like 2 minutes from our middle school
Yeah.
that's right there. Good job, Kevin. Like what do you like? I don't know. Like, yeah, I think it's definitely interesting. Or like ones that like make eyes at you and you're like,
Wait,
are
they
you
do
okay?
what?
Like like when people like make eye contact and I feel like, again, I'm terrible at flirting, so I don't really see it.
Okay.
But like Lauren will be like, oh yeah, those people were staring at you, and I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah. But it's like they're like, they'll stare at you or they'll like make eyes like I don't really know how to make an eye because I can't wink, but it's like they give you that like those vibes of like, yo, I see you, you see me, yeah. And it's like I'm like, no, what you're not understanding is like, I don't get that. Like, cool, what do you want? Like, I don't know. It's interesting because like you never really know when like people approach you like what their angle is. I did have a guy once though ask me. We were at HEB and we were in like the healthy living section.
You get hit on at HEB?
I don't know. Again, I don't know if he was hitting on me or not.
Apparently, my friend always told me that's the spot.
I love HEB, so
When I'm saying like that's the spot to
yeah. I
that's
mean,
the
you
spot to
want a
hit on
girl that's
people.
gonna eat. Hello, go to the aisle that you like. Go to that Oreo aisle. Get you a bitch that likes some cookies. Just kidding.
I tried that one, so
I'm telling you, do not go
frozen
down like,
pizza aisle.
Yeah, don't go down like the kombucha aisle or something like that.
Frozen
Yeah.
pizza aisle. There was this super cute girl, and I just stopped and I said, "There's a ton of options, right?" And then I just kept walking.
You did a drive-by?
I did a straight up drive-by, bro. I don't even know what the fuck the plan was. It's just what we were talking about.
What was the plan? There's a lot of options here.
I don't
Are
know
you
the
vegan? Are you gluten free?
I don't know.
You like pepperoni? Like, what? If somebody walked by me and was like, there's a lot of options here, you know what I would think? Creeper. I'd be like, fuck the frozen pizza. Get to the checkout aisle. That's like this guy,
I don't know what the plan was.
He like, so we were in the healthy living aisle. I'm just like checking out some like protein bars and stuff for my snacks. And oh my God, it was weird because I like to look at different products sometimes, like just to see what's in them.
Yeah.
And so
I
I
like
was
to
just
try new
like,
stuff.
yeah, I was like glancing at stuff, and he like came next to me. He's like, "So are you a power lifter?" And I was like,
Are you judging me?
I just kind of like looked, and I was like, somebody else in this aisle, and I was like, oh. No.
Sort of.
I didn't really know. I was like, what is he trying to say? Like, should I take it as like
a compliment?
Or
are you
like
calling me large?
Yeah, I'm like, are you just saying I'm like I was like, what? Like I was like, man, I'm just trying to get my protein. Like I don't want this today. And I was like, no. I was like, I do like some bodybuilding stuff. I do like some CrossFit. I mean, I do like deadlifts and stuff, but I wouldn't call myself a power lifter. So I was just like, no, I do like bodybuilding and like CrossFit stuff. And he was like, oh yeah, cool. And it was like crickets. And I was like, okay.
Damn.
So I started to walk
As a
away.
man that didn't have a plan.
Yeah, no.
He didn't
And so
have
I
a plan.
started to walk away, and he was like,
wait, hold up.
Oh yeah. He was like, well, I just wanted to say like you've got a great physique. And I was like,
did he say physique?
oh yeah, he did. He was like, you have a great physique.
I feel for him.
And I was like, okay. I was like, thank you. Because I mean, it's a compliment. So I was like,
It is.
Thank
It
you.
is a compliment.
But I was like, I don't really know where you were going with that. So I'm going to go.
So there's so many
and
options.
like, I see him and he reaches down and he's like, getting some like off the shelf testosterone something or other, and I was like, oh, okay, all right, I'm gonna definitely go now. Like I was just like, I don't know what to say.
That was a man without a plan.
Oh yeah, no, without a plan. I texted Austin straight away, and I was like, bro, we need to do I was like, we need more like cardio up in this shit. I just got called a power lifter. He's like, you should take it
It's
as
a cutting phase now. We got to go into a cutting phase.
No.
1,600 calories.
I was like, no. Yeah. So it was, no, he's like, you should take it as a compliment. And I was like, I'm crying in my car right now. Yeah, no, I was like, okay, yeah, all right. It was weird. It was so weird. Like, strange. Yeah. But definitely guys have a plan when you approach women.
You have to have a plan.
There's got to be a plan.
So that's the moral of the story. Have a plan.
Plan A, B, and C. Because shit can go south quick. Because women are
How do you
cray
come up
crazy.
with that on the fly? Just
again, like I'm terrible at flirting, so I like.
It's true. You're probably the wrong person to ask.
Yeah, like I'm no joke. Like I'm pretty sure I'm like legit. My dad's
Oblivious.
like, I'm like my dad's dream because he's like, he got like a boy without actually getting a boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like no, I don't do the drama. I like not with the girly stuff. Like brushing my hair at night. Like my mom probably had like the worst time with me as a kid. Like she was like, you went to bed in that? And I'm like, yeah, no, cool. I just slept in what I was going to wear the next day. So it's okay.
Hey, that used to be the
efficiency.
move.
Yeah.
That used to be the move.
Like I just wore soccer clothes all the time.
Yeah, you just wore what you're gonna wear the next day.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
My mom be
It's
like,
genius.
did you brush your hair today? And I'm like, you mean within the past 24 hours? No. But
You can just wake up and you're already ready.
yeah, I was like,
You can wake up later.
I was like, this is the look, Mom.
Yeah, it's genius.
So
I
yeah,
respect it.
yeah. My dad definitely got like the less high maintenance kid with a girl in me. So because it's
Fair
just,
enough.
but like, yeah,
Is your sister similar or the opposite?
no,
No,
she's
it's-
if she watches this, she's gonna hate it. But yeah,
The
no,
exact
she's
opposite.
definitely like high maintenance,
Ah.
and yeah, for sure. Like she like fashion and all that stuff
Yeah.
is her,
Yeah.
and I was like,
There's nothing wrong with that either.
yeah, no, it's just like sweatpants and cool. She'd be like, "Are you wearing that to school?" And I'm like, Yes.
I think the perfect balance is somewhere in between. You can rock sweatpants, you can rock the t-shirts, but then you can also kill it.
I just have my own style, you know?
Sure.
I was like, it's efficiency. Like, if I wear a dress and someone tries to like come at me, I can't run away as quick. You know, I gotta have my sneaks. I gotta have some leg room for some pants. In case shit pops off, I gotta be ready to go.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
Gotta go. You hear the gunshots.
Yeah. Pa, 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 pa. Living in these mean streets of Cedar Park, you know?
You can't be in flip-flops.
He's like, oh, God.
You can't be in flip-flops and a sundress.
Oh, no.
No, you can't get away. No.
Yeah, no. I did wear a dress once in, like, elementary school, and this kid lifted it up.
Wait, what'd you wear for your wedding?
Oh, yeah, I wore a dress.
Okay.
Okay. Oof, yeah. It was, I had a dress, I had like a veil, I had like everything, and as the night went on, it just
more and more came off.
It was like no veil, no little like tie thing. I was like, this underskirt, drop it, shoes gone. Like my mom was like, please stay fully clothed for the wedding, and I was like, I was just taking it off. Yeah, I was like, I'm done with it. Nope. Grabbed the mic. I did karaoke at my own wedding. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard that was disastrous.
Oh yeah, it was terrible.
They almost kicked you out of your own wedding.
Yeah, I mean, I almost kicked myself out of my own wedding. It was like I was ratchet. It was bad.
Hilarious.
But he knew what he was getting into for sure when
he has to know by now.
Oh yeah, like
you broke up with him to marry somebody else.
Yeah.
Only to divorce them to marry.
Oh yeah. So we had
I mean, he has to know.
So he recently got his citizenship, and
I remember.
We threw a big like citizenship party for him, and so like the theme was like everything America, like everything was American. So I'm in like this full on like camo outfit, American hat, cowboy like boots, blue jean shorts, all like full 9 yards, right? We are like going ham. I say he is not, because he had to work the next day. But
so you're going ham for him.
Yeah.
Sounds
like my
right.
whole family, friend, like we were just going. And so we are like on our way home. He's driving because obviously he didn't have anything to drink. I left my car at my parents' house because we threw it at my parents' house. And I'm like, oh God, you gotta roll down the window. And he's like, no. He's like, we're not rolling down the window. Like, you just keep the window up. You're fine. And I'm like,
you're fine.
No.
You're
so
fine.
we get to our house, and I mean, all over like our front yard, and our neighbors were like having a bonfire outside. And he's like,
in the front yard?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We do like, that's
allowed?
Yeah. They have like a little.
Wait, where the fuck do you live that someone has a big enough front yard to do a bonfire?
They do like a neighborhood, like like a pit, like a little fire pit.
In the front yard?
Yeah.
That's not normal.
Yeah, I feel like it is.
To do a bonfire in the front yard?
Yeah, it's like a little fire pit, like little fire pit Fridays. Yeah, like it's like a fire pit.
Yeah, it goes in the backyard.
No, we do it in the front yard so everybody can come around. Well, long story short, they're all out there, and I'm just like, ugh. And he's like, oh my God, he's like, get inside, this, and I was like, leave me. I was like, I'm here. I was like, I did it to myself. I was like, just leave me here to die. And he's like picking me up, and like, oh my God, he was like, listen, you're allowed 2 times a year to get like that. And he's like, you've used 1. And he's like, and it is like January. And I was like, oh, I've got to save the next one. Like, oh man, yeah, it was bad. It was rough. I had to seriously do some self-reflection afterwards. And but yeah, he knows. Like, there's a look that I give him that it's like, we doing this, and he'll be like, and I'm like, full send, we're doing it. And he's like, no, and I'm like, yeah, for sure.
Oh no.
And the next day, I'm like, I'm so sorry. But
get up, make pancakes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Order pancakes or whatever.
Dang, not cooking meal pancakes?
Bro, after a night like that, I can't.
That's fair. Okay, that's fair.
No, it's
that's
like,
fair.
What do you want from Grubhub? Huh?
True that. First watch.
Yeah, I'll hit it up. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah.
Where do you like to get pancakes from?
Ooh, I like Kirby Lane's pancakes.
Kirby Lane pancakes aren't bad.
I like their ginger pancakes.
They're really
the
not
gingerbread
bad.
pancakes.
I kind of want Kirby Lane right now.
Yeah, for sure.
That sounds bomb. Bro, that sounds bomb. We should get pancakes.
Pancake Fridays.
Pancake Fridays. That should be a thing. Huh?
Yeah.
They are.
I know. I'm telling
But there's
you.
not one anywhere near though.
Yeah, the closest one is like Anderson Mill. So
Oof.
Kirby Lane, if you're listening, you
Oh,
need
wait.
to come up north.
No, that's not that far. That's right next to the Golds, right? Yeah, that is right next to that Golds. Oh, I live right there.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, maybe I'll get pancakes. No, probably not, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking eggs.
Well, I do love me some eggs. I'm a breakfast person. I love breakfast.
Always. I can eat eggs
Breakfast for
almost
dinner.
every meal.
Yeah.
And then oatmeal and frozen fruit, guys. I cannot stress it more.
I do love some
It's
oatmeal.
so good. The frozen fruit just melts in the oatmeal.
Yeah.
Gets all the juices.
I
It's
have
so
like
good.
bubbled over oatmeal before, like several times, and it's a disaster.
Oh, like in the microwave?
Yeah.
Yeah, stop cooking in the microwave.
So
So cook it on the stovetop. It's
I do that too.
amazing.
I know. I bubble it over on the
How?
stove too. Listen, remember,
Get a bigger
like,
pot.
rewind.
Like,
Like,
how?
I don't know, however long. I just forget. Like, again, not aesthetically pleasing stuff. Like, I'm just for like efficiency, you know? Like, it's like,
But do you pour enough
this
milk
is
in
what
there to
you
fill
get.
up the whole
Oh,
pot?
I don't do
Like,
milk. I use water.
Oh, ew.
No, I can't do milk.
Can't do like almond milk?
I mean, I guess I could, but I am just not I don't like.
You cook your oatmeal with just water?
Yeah.
Gross.
No.
I mean, it's okay, but
I
it's
do
not
like water,
nearly
and then
as
I'll
good
put
with
some
milk.
honey in
It's
it,
way so much
and
better with milk. though.
I'll like do I've done a big pan before, and then I put it in the fridge and I eat it cold.
Oh, dude. Overnight oats is amazing.
Yeah, like
Maybe that's what I'll make when I get home.
overnight oats. So
Yeah.
you'll eat them tomorrow morning.
Yeah. But I'm also going to eat hot oats tonight before bed. And then eat oats in the morning.
Oats all day. Okay.
I wanted to go work out
Fucking
tomorrow
horse.
morning, but I got stuff to do.
Yeah, me too.
Sucks to suck.
I know. Yeah, it's a life we live.
It's true.
Hustle for the bustle.
Dude, we're almost at 3 hours.
Yeah.
So pretty common occurring theme of the podcast is goals. So for when you come back on, if you ever come back on, I don't know. We'll see how the episode does.
Bring another plate here. Yo, if Sammy's not alive, I ain't coming back on.
Oh,
so.
dude, the pressure. Sammy the succulent.
Sammy the succulent.
We can keep 6 tarantulas, 3 snakes, and 2 lizards alive.
Yeah.
I think you can keep Sammy alive.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If those
Yeah.
weren't here, it'd be cool too. So, just kidding. Not that they
Damn.
didn't have to die, but if they weren't.
Well, if you weren't trying to kill them with your perfume.
To be fair, I wasn't told. I wasn't
That's true.
warned.
That's true.
So,
That
and
was my
you know,
bad.
he was like, out of all the people, I wouldn't think you'd wear perfume. What do you think I am?
That's not what I mean.
Fucking Neanderthal? Like, Jesus. I mean, God, how much of a.
It's just funny.
Like,
The lesser intimidating
hooligan.
females I brought on the podcast, I texted them. I said, hey, no perfume for the episode. And they all sent me back like, I wouldn't anyways.
Yeah.
And then the one person.
The intimidator.
It's not even that I didn't even like. It's not that I thought you wouldn't wear it. I just completely forgot in general.
It's okay.
And then, of course, like you get out the car and I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Of course I would. Dude, I sweat. I'm not going to walk around like, I'm going to be the stinky kid in class, like Big
That's
Daddy. Like, ugh, no.
That's true.
You need to explain why.
Oh, yeah. So for the tarantulas, you can't wear any perfume. So if you're coming on the podcast and you're listening to this, you can't wear any cologne or perfume to the podcast room until we get the official studio.
Yeah, but low-key, if you do, then the tarantulas are removed. So if you're afraid of spiders, there you go.
Yeah, but they're
Just
they're in the closet. They're in the closet anyways. You can't even see them. You own like they chilling there. This is just what you see now is what's in here all the time. And then the tarantulas are just in the closet.
Oh, you just weren't going to tell me about them. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep it close.
All right.
What's scarier, spider or snakes?
Ooh, 8 legs or no legs?
Well,
Bro, I don't know. I
when
feel
you put
like
it like that,
snakes are
definitely 8
fast.
legs.
What about lizards? You want to hold a lizard?
Hell no, I don't want to hold a lizard. Let's just go through this.
Oh, I was about to say, Tater is not little.
No. Lizards are close to iguanas, which are close to alligators, which are close to fucking periodactyls,
Wait, hold on.
which are like
Are
dinosaurs.
iguanas not considered a lizard? Okay.
But they're just like bigger, like the big ones. You know, I just feel like it's like a stage of a lizard. Like I think lizards of like the little geckos, right? But like except for what he brought out, which is like
No, that's a lizard. That's a baby. That's little.
it's like a flaming dragon. No, dinosaur.
Oh yeah, his dinosaur that he walks on a leash.
Dinosaurs.
Huge.
Lizards equal dinosaurs. No,
Yeah.
I'm
That's
not
fair.
doing prehistoric shit. There's a reason why they're gone. I
That's
no.
So okay, so we like to end the podcast with goals. So when you
Goals.
come back on.
Yeah.
But one question that I had for way back before we got off on these really long tangents, for your nutrition program,
Yeah.
how much does something like that cost?
So I have different plans. Like
Okay.
I've got different it really depends on like how much like support you need.
Just give me the average.
About 150
Okay. So and then
for a month. Yeah.
150 on average, that'll get somebody what?
So customized macros, they get support from me. They get usually like 2 check-ins a month, which doesn't include like I've got clients that'll text me like, hey, questions about this
Sure.
or that. So that's not like what that includes. But
Check-ins as in like maybe like a 30-minute segment or
yeah, so we can either meet over the phone or because everything right now is kind of like virtual. So
Yeah.
I have like a portal that like they it connects to MyFitnessPal, so they can
Okay.
log everything on that,
Okay.
and it automatically submits it. So you don't have to keep going through and saying like how much proteins you have and stuff. And then it's just like a full. They do pictures on there. They do hunger scales, stress scales, sleep. Energy level, and then they give me a description of how everything is, and then we chat over that it's called seismic about how they're doing and all that, and if they need a phone call, then a phone call, or most of the time that's usually enough, because I ask for a lot from my clients as far as like details go, and then they get details back, and you can message me back and forth on that or text as well.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, if you need more support, then obviously a little bit more, just because there's going to be more interactions with me.
sure, maybe more one-on-one.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm here to help you with whatever fitness goals. Not even fitness, but just life goals in general.
Yeah,
that
just
you
being
have.
healthy in general. Doesn't even have to be fitness related. You
Yeah,
can just
you
want to
could
just eat
not
better.
want to work out at all, which is fine.
Yeah.
Completely fine.
And just maintain weight, not
Yeah.
even working out.
Yeah.
That's fair too. So about
Absolutely.
150 a month, better fit and fed. So goals. What are your goals coming for the rest of the year? Like, what is it that you want to accomplish? Whether it's in your brand or business or personal.
I would say, brand wise, I definitely want to continue to like grow my brand and reach more people, because I want people to know that there's another way to do things.
And how do you plan on doing that?
I think through more like social media and like interactions. I have a lot of clients right now that I worked with, so like word of mouth, just getting that out there, showing their results, because they're doing phenomenal right now in their check-ins. And so yeah, I mean, I think it's just, for me, I don't want it to be like cheesy. I don't want it to be like just a gimmick. Like, I want to personally get to know people. I don't want to be, just another check in their day. Like, I want to build more relationships with people. I think personally, just more personal growth as far as, continuing to be who I am, and keep doing what I want, and inspiring others, like, I think that's a big thing. Is like, I think sometimes I get a little in my head, because I do struggle with like anxiety and stuff, and so sometimes like those moments really do fester in me, because I've had like anxiety attacks, and so for me, it's just like continuing to overcome that and be more vocal and stuff like that, but also know that like I want to know that like what I do affects other people. Like I want to empower and inspire other people. Like I'm not on this earth just to live. Like I want to build a fucking legacy. Like I don't want to go out on this earth and like just be a tombstone. Like I want to go out in a blaze of glory, and I want to have like a legacy of people behind me that are going to continue to believe and inspire and grow through generations. Like I don't want it to just stop with me.
Yeah.
I want it to just like resonate through everything. And I think that's a big thing is like I'm not just another stepping stone. Like I want to be a fucking Egyptian pyramid. Like I want to stand the test of time. You know what I mean? Like it's not just like a pebble. It's a ripple effect. Like I think everything you do affects somebody else in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
In like, was it the butterfly effect, right? Whether it's a smile, whether it's a nod, or something so small can change somebody's day drastically.
Absolutely.
And so
We've talked about that before.
Yeah, if I can be that for somebody else, be it a smile or a wave or a laugh or a joke or a funny story that I tell at the 9 a.m. class or 9:30 a.m. class that just brightens somebody's day, then that's cool. Like I'll be the person that gets made fun of or does stupid shit. Like it's totally fine. I have no shame. It's cool. Yeah. But if I can impact somebody else's life, I think that's at the end of the day, like when I rest my head at night, or whenever I RIP, like I want people to be like, man, like she actually did something. She impacted people more than just from a like financial standpoint. Like, oh, she made a lot of money and did all this or whatever. Like, it's not about material things for me. It's about relationships and about people and inspiring others.
Yeah.
Really.
Hell yeah. Well, you definitely inspire me. You inspire me to get strong again. I now have to pass you again.
Yeah. Dustin, you too.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, Dustin. Oh, no, yeah. I definitely look forward to getting strong again. You inspire me. You and Austin definitely inspire me to get strong again. But also to just live life. Like I was saying earlier, you live the life that everyone just dreams to live. Like you coach fitness, you teach fitness, you do everything that you love to do. You coach soccer. Like you don't work a typical job, and you kind of have your own schedule, so to speak. I mean, you have a great relationship. Like there's a lot of things that you inspire me personally on, the reason why I wanted you on the podcast, but also the reason just I think that a lot of other people are going to resonate with and also be inspired by. But yeah, damn. 2 hours and 52 minutes.
Boom, mic drop.
Boom.
And a charcuterie plate.
Hey. And yes. And by the way, guys, she's setting the precedence with some Skittles and meat play, even though Skittles was brought to you by Jeffrey.
Yeah.
And some wine. That was fun.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thanks.
We'll do it again.
For sure.
And yeah, remember, guys, to like, share, subscribe, and follow Tyra. So at Better Fit and Fed on Instagram, at tcameron 55. Yeah. At tcameron55 at Better Fit and Fed. If you need a nutrition coach, hit her up. She's fantastic. But yeah, guys, thank y'all so much, and see y'all next time.
And out.